asking Humber support that this should not happen for anyone, that we have to grab the mouse or run the Windows with keyboard. So yeah, that was prehistoric, but pretty technical as well. Okay, guys. So anyone remaining whose machine's mouse does not work? Well, I kept on asking throughout the week, but hopefully everyone's machine's mouse is working. Second thing is that hopefully you received that email, just created now actually, and there is that please upload week 2 slide, the screenshots, right? So there's a folder called please upload week 2. So last week's screenshots that we took, and you took your with your own name there, or if you were not following, you took my screenshots. So you can put them in MS Word document, and then MS Word, you can name that MS Word document as your college ID and week, which week. So week 1, week 2, week 3, right? So your college ID dash week 2, and upload it here for week 2. And today at the end of the class, those who are following, you can upload it in week 3, because I've created that folder as well. And in fact, I'll have to create the
What?
upload.
I'm sorry. What's the screenshots we should upload?
The screenshots that we took in last class, but because it was kind of mouse related chaos, so you can take a screenshot of your current virtual machine, just the virtual machine desktop area itself. If you haven't taken the screenshots or saved anywhere in the last class, then you can just take a screenshot of your working desktop with a mouse and upload it in week 2. But do upload something. But many of you had saved those screenshots that I asked on in the last class. So you can now upload there. And today also I will explain this process again. Okay, so I'm just quickly putting the please upload for week 3. That this is where you're gonna put the screenshot at the end of the class, or when you finish the lab. Maybe you're waiting for the video and then you will finish the lab. So in that case, you can upload here. So I'm just putting the dates here to quickly attempts points and save. So hopefully in the Blackboard, it should be appearing for you. You should be able to see that in the Blackboard, but I will explain at the end of the class as well. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, excuse me. So yeah, I have kind of a thing going on, and I have Tylenol and Advil, so I'm under the effect of medicine, not something else. Okay, let's go ahead. So I have my machine showing here, and so if we build the cat already, then we need to actually start configuration of our whole environment. And we're going to be very careful in that. If you are following, you don't have to follow if you're going to need support every second or third step. Where is this? Where is that? Then you can wait for the video and follow the steps. And throughout the week, we are all here to help each other, right? But the main point is, do you understand the concept? And once you understand the concept, then you see it happening. You can ask questions. Hey, why not that option? Why not? Why this option? So you can ask all those kinds of questions there. So now we're going to proceed with our lab. And the first one here is, uh, excuse me, where's the most sophisticated drawing tool of all times? Sure. All right. And our first machine here needs to be configured. I'll just pin it to taskbar. Okay, so obviously we will be creating other machines, but the first machine has to be carefully configured. The first machine we already, okay, I was gonna say we already gave a name, but we actually didn't. We were all stuck in the mouse thing. Now that we have it, excuse me. So here, we're gonna go inside and we're gonna do several tasks to configure the first machine because the whole VMware environment will depend on that first machine. And so your first name dash win01 would be the name for this machine, or we don't need to put that. Okay, we can put the dash here. And then we're gonna give an IP as well. We can give 192.168.200.1 or 10 as an IP for the first machine, then 255, 255, 255 as the subnet
Sorry
mask.
to interrupt you, Said.
Yeah,
Can you please tell us the password that we created? It's a capital letter A, B, C.
yeah, it's excuse
Can
me.
you please
Yeah,
just write it down?
ABC.
Uh,
Let me just write it down somewhere in the chat as well. So small ABC, capital ABC, shift 123 without shift 123. It's in WhatsApp chat, and it is. I'll put it. Um, Chat. So class password is this. All right, guys. So it's in the chat, and I'm gonna go back to what we were talking about. So
thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, so this is our IP, and this is our SM, which is subnet mask. We will not be giving a gateway for now, and PD is our preferred DNS, which will have to be our own DNS as well as for internet. We're going to be using Humber's IP range. Excuse me. So other than that, there are a lot of things that we need to configure. And let me just make it bigger. Oh, yeah. Okay, IP, we're gonna give this check time zone. We're gonna make sure that time zone is okay. Um, excuse me. And we're going to also check if, okay, VMware tools are installed, which is already, that was the main issue. Your tools are installed. We're going to double check that too. Obviously, if your mouse is working, then VMware tools are installed. Um, and then rename the machine as well. Rename the VM to your name dash win01 dash win01, and obviously you need to restart the machine. Other than that, we will also try to, so IE enhanced security settings, IE enhanced security settings will be turned off because we don't need the browser based restrictions not letting us or being a hindrance or making or delaying our configurations. I'm going to show you where it is, but I'm just writing it down for now. Also, we will turn on, no, firewall is okay. Just check firewall. What's the configuration there? And other than that, once above is done, then we take a snapshot. After that, we're going to go for installation of Active Directory, installation and deployment and configuration of DNS, and deployment and configuration of DHCP. So that would be something that we're going to be doing. Okay, so let's get started.
I have a question.
Yep.
Are we giving the same IP address for both the DNS and the IP? I mean, you have put like 200.10, 200.10 for both.
Yes. So when we put this IP, this is the IP of the machine. When we put this IP, this is for the preferred DNS. Preferred DNS means that where is the DNS application installed, on which machine the DNS application is installed. that machine's IP is this. So we intend to install the DNS service in this machine whose IP is this. So that's why in the preferred DNS, we're going to put this IP because we intend to install this application in this machine. If there were 10,000 machines, suppose Windows 10s, 11s, then every machine's IP would be this as well because they need DNS services. So DNS would be in one or two servers. So alternate DNS and preferred DNS would be these IPs. We have just one DNS, so we're going to put this. So yeah, wherever you put this application, that machine's IP need to be placed in this area.
Should we turn on the machine or we have to wait?
Obviously, we need to turn on the machine. Yeah. So when the class starts, guys, yes, you may turn on the machine. Okay, so let us go ahead and now I'm going to go to the vMcloud director here. I see my machine and actions and power on. Okay, so once the machine is powered on, we're just going to log into it. If you have some different password, hopefully you remember that. And we're gonna go ahead and check out that checklist. So I'm just gonna copy that here as well, put it in MS Word. So let's configure the first VM. And I'll put this configuration here as well. There's a lot of space. That's why they're really small. And okay, Active Directory DNS and DHCP. So we're going to be doing all that. Okay, so I'll just put that in WhatsApp. Okay. Now, once we are in the machine, let's click actions and do this, right? Oh, guys, can you mute? I can hear a very sweet child voice. Guys, mute. Guys, mute. Okay, thank you. Let's go ahead. And there's a launch web console. Now let's go inside the machine and I'm going to click Control-Alt-Delete. And you have to click on the machine to really see the mouse. Okay, guys, one more thing about this environment is that suppose you make a change, you have to move your mouse a little to see the next changed screen. If you don't move the mouse, maybe the next screen might load after some time. So moving the mouse just shows whatever changes you've made, right? So I go to this screen, it's loading, or it loads after a little time. But if you move the mouse, it's going to load much faster. It's going to load the next screen much faster. Now we have all powered on the machine, so obviously the whole system will go a bit slower. If we check our list here, so first thing is rename. Well, I've put that name here and I put that task here. So VMware Tools is installed, obviously, that's why we have a mouse. In fact, let's just check the time zone first. Then we're going to go down to the IP address as well. If I'm inside the machine now, I just put Alt Tab here. And time zone, if I just go there, dashboard, and I see 11:19 p.m. 26 Jan. So the time is wrong in my machine. while the date is okay, right? Just the time is wrong. So can we correct the time? If I right click this area here and there is adjust date and time, this one, right? So once you click the adjust date and time, just right now it's 6:20, so we can either we can put it to automatic and it should just simply correct itself, or we have to do it ourselves. So I'm just gonna put set time zone automatically. Um, Hopefully it just fixes itself, or otherwise I'll go down here. I don't see it changing it. So I'm gonna go down here to date, time, and regional formatting. Add clocks for that, or this is date time, but we are at date time. And it's actually on Pacific. That's not good. If I uncheck that and just simply manually change myself. So guys, you can also uncheck this. If it doesn't move, automatically change that, then you can still uncheck it and you can see here that it can actually change it automatically. So yes, you can all again uncheck this to off and you can go down to East Bogota. So that's where we are, right? I'm just kidding. Okay. We are in Eastern time, US and Canada. So once you put that, oh, it changed to again a wrong time. Anyway, so once this is done, then I can, oh, set time automatically. There you go. So I'm going to uncheck that because then I can change my time as well. So actually we can just uncheck both of these and there's the set change time automatically. I'm just going to change time, which is January 26.
Sorry, from where did you get the settings?
See this on the clock, right click.
Okay.
And do you see this? Adjust date time. So click that. And then uncheck both of these and just simply correct the time yourself. So time zone should be this, change. So I'm going to change the time as well. I've already corrected the time zone. Time is 6:22 p.m. So guys, this, 27, 26. I hope the underlying data center is within Humber. It's not somewhere in the US or something. Or somewhere else where the time zone is a bit different. Okay, so January 26, 2023, 6:22 p.m. That's it, change, right?
What we have to uncheck?
This, see this? Set time automatically, uncheck that. Set time zone automatically, uncheck that. These two. And then first, you can just set the correct time zone, which is -05 Eastern time, US and Canada, and then go ahead and change the time as well. So time zone and time, we can change ourselves. Excuse me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
My machine is not accepting the password I'm giving from like the past. What should I do?
Ouch. Okay, that's not a good news.
Yeah.
So did you give your own password or did you give the class password?
I give my own password.
So yeah, that's one thing that, if anyone here knows how to crack the password, then yeah, otherwise, if you forgot the password, then you have to reinstall the machine and then put the password that you remember, and put it in the new password that you will put, and put it in some safe, secure place like Twitter or Facebook, right? So if you forget, anyone else would remind you.
Yeah, I didn't forget, but I don't know why it's not accepting.
Well,
But
whatever you put there, it's not that. So obviously some typo is there, or you can also put the same password in your notepad. Check if your keyboard has something wrong.
Yeah,
If the
check
notepad shows correctly,
check the language, check the caps lock.
check the language.
oh,
Exactly. Put
okay,
it on the
thank you.
notepad first. Welcome.
Yeah, sure, thank you.
Excuse me. So guys, here, I'm just going to close that because this is done, right? but the time must be correct. Otherwise, network services will not be available. If the time is wrong, network services will not be. It's going to give you a lot of errors, right? So if we go back, I'm going to go back to this. Okay, this is done. Other than that, I'll just make it green. VMware tools install. Yes, last time that's the one thing that we made sure that it is installed. Now we need to rename and restart the machine. So rename, obviously you need to put your name. I will be putting my name there. Let's go rename and restart the machine. I'm going to alt tab here and go back to the machine. I'm in the machine. Where do I go to rename the machine? I'll go to local server, right? Here it is in the server manager page, local server, right?
Excuse me, sir.
And you can see the weird name. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have this window on my screen.
Sorry, you got this window?
Yeah, yeah,
Which
the
one?
local server, all server, this window. Maybe
Okay.
I click on cross button when I started the window.
Yeah, that's good. So just click on local server and then click here.
Yeah, but I don't have this screen on my machine. I just change the time right now, and the window is clear. Like only one icon is all over there. Will cycle with that page.
So you're unable to change the time?
No, I changed the time, but this screen, the server manager, I don't have this screen on my
Oh,
machine.
okay. Okay, see this? Go here, Windows, right? You're seeing my screen, right? Go here
Yeah.
and then click this.
Okay.
You will get it. Server manager screen, right? Click it and click left click here and then click this. Okay, you got it. Hey, I have the same cuffs. Yay, at least we are two here. Okay, there you go. I joined the club. Okay, so server manager here. Yeah, hopefully you got it. And let's go ahead, guys. So local server, and then click this and just rename the machine and restart, right? So computer name, I'm just gonna click on this weird name. And we're not gonna type here, we're gonna still click change here, right? This one. And in the change, you're gonna write your first name, not my first name, dash win01, right? Your first name. And press OK, OK, restart. Right? Press OK. It's gonna pop up like this. You must restart your computer. Okay. Then press O and K again. And then, oh, there's a close here as well. Okay, close and
Hello, sir.
start.
Hello,
Yeah.
sir. Can you hear me
Yeah.
now? Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, this is Dipendra. I totally lost contact with this. I don't know, sir. Where do I log into, sir? I'm in the vCloud, right? Directory.
Yeah. Are you here in the vCloud?
Yes, sir. VM cloud directory. Yes, sir. I have turned on my system, but I can't
Yeah.
see the windows there.
See this?
It
Did you click
succeeded.
this?
Launch web console.
Yeah. Click here, actions, and
Okay.
click this.
Okay, just a moment, sir. So where is in the PC?
Yeah. When you click this, it's gonna show you this.
Just a moment, sir. I'm in a different window right now. I'll just get back to you with the window now. I'm a bit lost right now. Sorry. Okay, so where do I click first?
Actions and
Okay.
launch web console.
Okay, sir. I'll do that. Okay.
Machine asking for restart. Should do restart?
Yeah. Please go ahead and restart those who are there. Please go ahead and restart.
Sir, I am I do have my VMware running with a local. I mean, I was following your video and I have installed that in my local desktop here. Should I continue with that or should I go to this vCloud?
So, for the local, I was saying that if you are very technical guys, then only do that. If you're not very technical, then
Okay, sir. I put
follow
that
the class
aside
with
then.
vCloud. Huh?
Okay, I put that aside and then I go to this vCloud now. Thank you, sir.
Oh, okay.
I'll
So
catch you
you
up.
can follow the previous class video and
Yes.
then reach where we are.
Yes.
If the mouse issue is hurting you a lot, then let me know. I'll try to fix
Sir,
it.
mouse already. I found the mouse that day, sir.
All
So
right.
I'm
No.
already done outside. I'm just lagging behind in today's session. That's it.
Okay. No, in vCloud you were able to find.
Yes, sir. I got the mouse.
Okay. Amazing. Okay.
Yes.
You're already there. That's very good. Okay, guys. So officially in the class, we're gonna still follow vCloud because I want everyone to be part of this, and few users will only be able to go for local machines or personal machines. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go here and just go to my console. I'm gonna click restart now. No. Okay. Yeah, I do this echo thing as well. Okay, it's restarting. And it's back. Let's log in and configure the rest of it. So if you keep moving your mouse, it's gonna keep showing you faster the next screen. Don't wait for it to itself show you the next screen. Just keep moving your mouse on top of the screen, right? Okay, I'm just gonna press Control Alt Delete and let's log in again. I click on top of the screen and then
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where to restart the machine?
Uh, where to
In the
restart?
action button. In the
Yeah.
action button.
Like, did you change the name?
Yeah, I changed the name and there was the option restart.
Yeah, click it.
I click over there, but there is nothing happen. The still
Okay.
same screen is yeah.
If you don't see the restart option, see this, you can right click here. If you're seeing my screen, right click like this and go like this and just simply click restart yourself. If the name has been successfully changed, then do this, right? It's
Shut
pretty
down
much the same.
or sign out.
Oh, you have to right click here on this Windows icon, right click on
Okay.
top of this, and then go to shutdown or sign out and restart if you haven't restarted yet after name changing. You got it?
But we need to confirm is it changed or not because computer name still showing the previous one.
Sorry, I'm not able to really understand you. You're not very clear. Sound is not very clear. So what you're saying, you are unable to restart right now?
I'm trying to restart now.
Yeah, so are you following the steps that I'm showing? See this? Right click here on
Okay.
this window and then click here and then click here. I want you to
Okay.
see. That's why I'm saying here. Then you have to see here.
Mm,
Then click restart. Go ahead
okay.
and restart. Yeah. Oh, once you click restart, this comes, click continue.
I'll try.
Okay, good. Then just wait for restart and then log in again, right?
Okay.
Okay, great. So try managing servers with Windows Admin Center. No, I'm just gonna close that. Okay, what's done is if I go to the local server, so we got the name as well of the machine. I'm just gonna go back to the list here. So this is done where rename and restart the machine. So IE enhanced security settings off. Now this is kind of a, you know, we will be totally dependent on our browser to connect to our VMware environment. My choice of browser is Google Chrome. That's the best with VMware. Firefox is also good, but excuse me, Google Chrome is excellent. Now, IE enhanced security means Internet Explorer, which is already obsolete actually. And this IE or Internet Explorer browser, we were going to turn off its security so it could let us really work. Otherwise, when there is full security enabled on the browser level in Internet Explorer, so it just keeps on popping up a lot of security warnings there. We don't want that for our lab environment at least, right? So first of all, I'm going to go back to the machine by pressing Alt Tab. And once I'm here, there's that, see this in the local, in server manager, local server, and IE enhanced security, this one. Hopefully you're seeing that. You see the button here that says on. So we're going to turn it off. So we have to click on top of this button and select off 2 times for 2 profiles like users and administrators. So I'm just going to click on here and it says on for administrators, on for users. I'm just going to off both. It's not going to prompt us unnecessary security prompts, and then we will be able to do our lab properly. In production environment, we don't turn it off. In lab environment, it's okay to turn it off, right? So I'm just going to press OK. And once it is okay, and it shows it here off as well. Another thing that I want to quickly show you is, let me just quickly do it first myself. So please bear with me a little. What I'm doing is I'm clicking insert media. You don't have to follow me quick. I'm just trying to check quickly. I uploaded for you Google Chrome standalone setup file. So I'm going to show you step by step later. I'm just quickly checking if I attach it from here, Google Chrome, does it show attached to our CD DVD inside our virtual machine? I'm just going to quickly check it now in front of you. And then I'll show you what the steps slowly as well. Don't worry. It only detects ISO files, not zip file, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. This is a zip file. It's very hard to be read as a DVD.
Yeah. Hey, applications don't have ISOs, right? .iso file, right?
Sorry?
I don't see applications. Normally, operating systems have .iso extension. They are zipped in, but I haven't seen applications zipped in ISO, right? Or maybe not.
Maybe.
Okay.
Let's check.
Okay. So this means that if we convert it to ISO, then I can upload it and then you can just actually download. One second thing is, can I copy from my laptop, copy paste directly in this machine? So if I try that, this is a long shot. Let me just quickly, I'm on the other screen, I'm grabbing that Chrome 64-bit, I'm right clicking it on my other screen, I'm copying it, and I'm going to my web console and I'm going to my downloads. So copied it in my laptop. No, we cannot paste it here. Okay. Because this machine is running in Humber data center. And laptop is our home network. So unless we uploads from somewhere, insert media, eject media, download, wait, is there some kind of, copy to, no, change owner, share, nope, nothing to that lets us copy a file from a local laptop to this machine. Okay, anyway, the other way would be to get internet for this machine. That would be the other way, right? Anyway, guys, we're gonna try to check our checklist and finish that, and then we're gonna worry about that. This is done, i.e. enhanced security is done, right? Firewall check. So is the firewall powered on or it is off? That's what we need to check. So I'm just going to go to the machine here. Alt tab on the keyboard takes me to the machine and local server. And I see that the Windows Defender firewall public is on. It's okay. I mean, from inside to outside, all the traffic from this machine to outside will be allowed. From outside to inside, whatever ports you open, it's going to allow that, right? So it's okay. I mean, we don't really need to change that for now. So I'm just going to go back here to the checklist. Check firewall. Yeah, it's I checked it, and the default is okay. Okay, other than that, this is remaining. Remember, guys, we have one network adapter attached to this virtual machine, right? So why are we giving our static manual IP address? Obviously, every machine needs every machine needs an IP address. First thing. Second thing, this machine. So I'm just going to go to the diagram here. Obviously, this machine would also need an IP address here. Now we're going to give a static IP, right? But in order for this machine to connect to internet, this machine is actually inside Humber data center, right? So this machine needs to connect to some Humber IP IPs as well, right? So just to have internet, just to, otherwise we are fine if we don't need internet. And majority of the cases we will not need internet. So just for internet, internet. So they have given us an IP address scheme, uh, like it's there, and we will have to. So see this, we have one network interface card right now. Let me show you. So I always make this samosa like shape here. So this is one network interface card, right? Or NIC. Okay, NIC, network interface card, right? This will have our, our IP range that starts from 192, right? Dot 168. Okay, I'll just put here dot 200. Dot 0/24. So this is the whole IP range we're using for our 4 virtual machines in our lab, but we might need internet connection from time to time. So for that, excuse me, for that we need to have this, another network card. I was going to say samosa shape network card because that's my favorite snack. Just kidding. Okay, so that would be NIC2, right? So that would be NIC2. And now Humber has given a range. I need to check it again, but it starts with 10 something something, right? It's a 10 range. So if you have a virtual machine, one network card with a separate, totally separate range like 192.168, and another, and the same virtual machine with a second network card having a totally different range, it still works fine. So it's okay. I mean, we're connecting to some other network, and then which is actually Humber network, so we could get internet connection. We're gonna try that too. But right now we're gonna give our internal IP range on the first network card. We haven't added the second network card. I think we have to shut down the machine and then add second network card and power on the machine. Or if it is hot add, there's another terminology called hot add, which means that machine is on and you can add some kind of virtual device. So if it supports hot add, we're good. Otherwise, we're gonna just shut down and add a network card later. So I'll let you know when we need to do this. Right now, we're gonna go to our only network card in the virtual machine. We're gonna put our IP range. According to the bigger lab here, this is the main idea here. We are achieving all this. So we're going to give this IP range. A gateway we can ignore right now because this was for the local environment. When on the local machine we were creating the network. Here it's, we don't need to actually give a gateway. Majority of this diagram we're going to be, you know, following majority of the configurations of this diagram. Anyway, let's go ahead and try to check out what else is needed. Yes, the IP address. This is remaining. Let's do it. So I'm going to press Alt Tab here, and then I'll be going for the first IP address. Okay, Alt Tab. Where's my machine? There's my machine. Okay, so let's go for the network card. Where's the network card? Server manager, local server, and then Ethernet 0. That's the network card. So this is the address that you need to click. You can also see here that there is a network card showing, but it has a yellow triangle showing here, which means no internet access, right? So anyway, Ethernet 0, and I'm going to click this IPv4 address. And then let's double click this as well. And excuse me. Then let's click this properties, right? If you hover your mouse like this or keep moving it, next screen will come faster. guys, here, obviously I'm going to go for IPv4. We are so used to it, but IPv6 is also okay. The thing is that suppose we need to troubleshoot uh, when the IP address comes in IPv6, so we kind of get even more confused. So I'm just going to uncheck that. Even if it was checked, it's okay, but I'm unchecking it, and I'll keep the IPv4 enabled, and I need to go select IP Internet Protocol version 4, and I'm going to go to the properties of Internet Protocol version 4, or double click it directly, or go click the properties after selecting it. Once you go to the properties, obviously you need to give your IP address range here. How do you give that? I'm going to click the use the following IP address, and our IP address range is 192.168.200.10. Tab on the keyboard, you can press tab. It's going to automatically type the subnet mask. Again, press tab on the keyboard. It's going to go next. We, for now, are not giving default gateway here. So I'm going to press tab again. It's going to go further down here, and then press tab again. Then it's going to land here. And then I'm going to give the same IP. Why? Because DNS application, I'm going to be installing on the same server. So 192.168.200.10. Whichever machine you intend to install DNS server, that machine's IP needs to be placed in the preferred DNS area, right? This preferred DNS. Okay, so this is your first network card configuration should look like. And I'm just going to press O and K. Right?
I have a question, sir.
Yeah, sure.
So if we all give the same IP address, is it gonna be okay or a problem?
That is, I think we are all inside a, a technology called VApp, right? So let me show you VApp. So this VApp, you have your own, I have my own. So within VApp, what you give, it's not supposed to disturb others. But yes, if it starts giving errors right now, I'm not sure if they have changed that configuration where if we give the same IP, there will be an IP conflict. So when we give the IP, then we will know. Otherwise, I'm not sure. It used to be like that, that we would give the same IP and it would simply not make a conflict with other machines on the same network. So it's everyone has his or her own separate network. It's supposed to be like that. We're gonna know now if IP conflict arises, but it was like that before, that we were giving same IP and it was not giving us IP conflict at that time. That was like way back.
Sir, I'm on
Okay.
a properties. So we have to configure or install something.
You're on a properties of.
Yeah, I'm on a properties. Yeah.
Okay. Your
Ethernet 0
this one,
properties. Yeah.
this one.
Yes. Yeah. We go to properties now. So when we
So
click, then
uncheck this. Internet Protocol version 6. Uncheck.
version 6.
Uncheck.
Okay, uncheck version 6. Yeah.
And then do not yeah, like just only select on top of Internet Protocol version 4 and properties.
Yes. Okay, then okay or
Then properties, and then did you put the IP address like this?
not yet. Hang on, show me. Where we have to
Like this?
no, can you go back? This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from
So
here.
click this, and then you click this.
Or we have to click it.
Yeah, click this and then this.
Okay. IPv4 and click this.
Select this, and then your IP address you need to put like exactly like this.
Properties. Yes. I go to IPVs. Okay, now I have to put IP address. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, you were saying?
After installing the machine, this is one step. So, but I forgot to do this.
Sorry, your voice is not clear at all. It's cutting badly.
After installing the machine, we show us we didn't.
Sorry. Anyone understands? You can type. I'm not sure who's talking. Can you talk again? And you can put in the chat because your voice is not very good. I mean, like your voice must be good, but here it's not good. So Manjinder is talking. Okay. After restart, yes. Okay. After restart machine. Oh man, you're way behind. You show a step. After restart machine, I do this.
We did the time zone, right?
We check the time zone. Hey man, we did a lot of stuff. I mean, you're way behind. So if it's a lot of stuff, then it's better to wait for the video to come out because then, it's I can't really show a lot of configurations today. But if it's not compulsory to follow the lab with me. Those who can do it, go ahead. Those who are way behind, better sit back and try to check what's going on and then wait for the video to come out. Right? So there's a lot of steps we did, and then we will. Okay.
Sorry, sir, preferred DNS server is the same IP, right?
Preferred DNS server is the same IP.
And alternate DNS server?
We don't give.
We don't get it. Okay. And then okay.
All right. So Keert is showing go to local server, click on rename. Manjinder, I have network issue today, I think. Oh, okay. But Manjinder, yes, you will be able to do that after video is released. Okay, so I am just going to, yeah. Once the IP is done, press OK, OK, and close, 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 right? Okay, 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 close, close, close. Whatever window is there, just close it. Don't close the server manager, right? Now, once we put the IP address here, we are ready to go for, it says take a snapshot, right? So let me just make this whole thing green as well. So we're done all that. Now we need to take a snapshot. So what is a snapshot? Snapshot is a point in time backup, or it's the full machine state that you're taking a backup of. Suppose you mess up something, suppose you were installing MS Office and it totally messed up the machine. It was giving a lot of errors. You want to go back to the state where it was just configured as is, where there was no application installed yet. So with snapshot, you can go back to the state where the machine was working already. Right now, it is working already, right? So at this state of the machine, where few of the things are configured already, we can actually take a snapshot and we can go back to this state if we mess up the machine somehow. Then we don't have to at least do all these what we have done till now to configure. We don't have to configure all this, at least what we have configured now, right? Yeah. If it allows us to take a snapshot, we will take it. Go back to your vCloud and then go to actions here. And do you see take snapshot anywhere? There you go, create snapshot, right? So my suggestion is not to use this feature again and again for everything. Use it as least amount of time as possible. Why? Because it takes also some space. It doesn't take a lot of space, but when we all do that, obviously it's going to take Humber's storage space. Anyway, wherever I say, then only take a snapshot of that. So if you're there, I'm going to click create snapshot now. And create a VM snapshot. This will replace any existing snapshots for this VM. Yeah. Snapshot the memory of the virtual machine, quizzes the guest file system, requires installed VMware tools. Memory of the virtual machine means that whatever transactions were going on, suppose another user was connected to this machine. Suppose you had opened some configurational file. Suppose you are saving some file. So everything is saved on the memory. Do you want those temporary actions to be saved as well? I say no. Just create a snapshot of the current state, configurational state of the virtual machine, right? So I want to save whatever we configured till now. I'm going to click 3 and 8. Okay, so if I go back after clicking create, if I go back to the actions again, I see there's a revert to snapshot and remove snapshot. So, okay, that's good. We don't need to really go there unless your machine is totally messed up. Don't go here. Suppose your machine is not like, oh, you installed a big application, it's not working. Yes, then you can revert to a snapshot, but remember that it will take it back to what we configured till now, right? So that's the benefit of snapshot. It really saves a lot of time. At least we don't have to configure all these, right? What we have configured above. Okay, so snapshot taken, right? And green. So if a snapshot taken, you need to take a screenshot of the snapshot. What does that mean? Go to actions. I hope you're able to take it. Like if you click create snapshot like this, are you able to take a screenshot of this or not? Like your name should be showing here. Virtual machine name should be showing. If you press print screen on your keyboard, I think you can take a screenshot of the snapshot, right? So are you able to take it or not? Anyone can tell me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. So I'm gonna take a print screen of this. Where's the print screen? Oh man, seriously, where's the print screen? In my laptop. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna cancel this instead of create because we already created that. And I'll go there once we take a screenshot. This is the previous one. So screenshot one, you're gonna label it screenshot one and snap. The name of the screenshot number one is snapshot. Oh, sorry, VM snapshot. The name of the name of the first screenshot is VM snapshot. I'm just gonna remove this and what I copied. Oh man, seriously. Okay, it excuse me, copied something else. So I'll just take the snapshot again. So, oh, not here. Delete. Yeah. Okay. Now I got it. I'm gonna put it in this, and I'll take a screenshot of the screenshot. If you're not following the lab, you can take a screenshot of my screen. If you are following the lab, then take a screenshot of your screen where in the background, your name is coming here. You can see in the background, my name is showing. So it should be your name if you are following the lab, right?
I have a question. I mean, where is
Yes.
this snapshot stored in the virtual machine? I mean,
That is stored inside the folder of the virtual machine. I think we don't have, excuse me, we don't have access to that. If I go to details, oh,
Yeah, but I think the screenshot we take, it's outside of the virtual machine. It's in our machine, not the virtual one.
no. Snapshot cannot be inside a virtual machine.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking about screenshot. Sorry about that.
Snapshot was, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So snapshot is stored in the same folder where all the other files of our virtual machines are living, right? Now, Humber College may not have given us access to that. If it doesn't show here, I don't think we have access to that. If we were doing this same lab in our local machines, laptops, then I would have shown you where it is. But yes, I think Humber College can access that. But we do have access to revert to snapshot, so we're good as well. That what we need is actually there, but where it is stored, we don't have access because it's vCloud and underlying hardware is controlled by Humber tech support. Okay, but it's the same, supposed to be the same folder where the virtual machine and the rest of the files are. ONK. So if I go back here,
I cannot get the snapshot.
screenshot of the snapshot.
Yeah.
Guys, any tips on that? So if you click the create snapshot, so it covers the whole screen, but how did you do that? Those who did the screenshot, took a screenshot, how did you do that? Can you share?
Use snipping tools.
I hit the button.
Print screen?
Oh, shift. No. Window shift S.
Sometimes you have to hold the window button, then the print screen.
Oh, that's for the our window. So no,
Yeah.
the option is here for the screenshot in the virtual machine.
Not in the virtual machine, our laptop. From
Oh.
there, we take
Oh,
snapshot.
that I'm
Print
taking.
screen was
Yeah,
our
Window Shift S. That I'm taking. That's okay.
Oh, okay, good.
Thank you.
I'm using snipping tools. Hope that's okay as well.
Sorry again?
I'm using snipping tools.
Oh, it's okay. Perfect.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't show our name. It only shows our number. Is it okay?
But it does. Oh, number is okay because it's your college ID, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's showing mine as well. No, but when you do that, okay, suppose you put a screen here, you know, it does show. It's slightly it shows, but it shows your virtual machine name, right? Doesn't it? Isn't it showing that like that for you?
It's showing only my VF author, then ID, like my.
So you did not rename it with your name, the virtual machine?
I did, but it's not showing here.
Yeah, as long as the college ID is there, that's also okay. Okay, guys, let's go ahead. And we're gonna go with, bigger than this one. Now the steps are a bit more complicated, not that complicated because some of you may have done it already. And oh wow, this looks good, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna right click here and new. So what we need to do here, let's deploy, let's install roles, Windows roles. So active directory, we'll install Active Directory. Okay, then when we go for DNS, like DNS will be installed with it. So I'm gonna add the roles of Active Directory and DHCP here. Let's install Active Directory by clicking that role. We will not click DNS role as it will be automatically installed during Active Directory installation, right? And then let's click the role of DHC and B, right? Okay, so we're going to be configuring them as well. So let's get on with that. Okay, so once we install Active Directory, we will create we will create another domain admin account, and the name will be your first name admin, right? Obviously, I'll show you everything. So we're gonna do that, and then we will only use this admin account for our labs onwards. I'm going to show you all and then you will understand. But we're not going to use the local administrator account called administrator. That would be our backup. Okay, so how to do all this? Let's go back. As we discussed for authentication and authorization, VMware vCenter application has its own authentication and authorization system, but we are installing Active Directory so we can learn how to connect to VMware, vCenter with Active Directory, because there are different technologies and you will face that in the job environment. Okay, so I'm going to go to dashboard here. Let's click dashboard in server manager and then click add roles and features. Right? Once we click the add roles and features, this window should appear. Add roles and features wizard. Now, nothing to do here. So I'm going to click next. It's on role-based or feature-based installation. So we're going to keep it on this and click next. Okay. And then, then it shows the correct name. If the IP is not correct, it's okay for now. We can ignore it. If it's showing 192.168, it's okay. If it's showing what the APIPA address, APIPA, APIPA means automatic private IP addressing, which means that you're not pretty much connected to any DHCP right now. So anyway, if this address comes, it's okay, ignore it, because later it's going to fix it when it discovers itself that we have given it a static IP. So right now, nothing to do on this page, and click next. Now comes the roles page where we're going to install Active Directory domain services. Do not click the first one, click the second one, Active Directory domain services. Click. It pops up with this window, right? So yes, it's okay, whatever features we need to install the role. So we're gonna click add features. So Active Directory domain services, the second one is selected. We're gonna also select DHCP. Some students say, hey, why don't you select DNS? So DNS will be installed with Active Directory. So it's okay. We don't have to select here. We're going to go for DHCP. We're going to select it. A window will pop up here as well, which is okay. Whatever necessary features are needed, we're just going to click add features. Oh, add features. So these two I have selected, right? Add, click next.
Sorry, we have selected which one again, please?
Yeah, these two. Second one, which is Active Directory domain services and DHCP server. Only these two. You got it? And if the pop-up comes, just click add features. Like click the button add. Okay, next. Okay, guys, so it's on the features page, but we do not need to add anything, right? So I'm going to click next. Oh, you have to move the mouse for the next screen to appear faster or fastly. Okay, I know that's not a word, but you understand the meaning. Next. Yeah, it is fastly going ahead. Next. Okay, so it says that, hey, if you have any kind of pending restart, it's going to restart with this feature. If you have no pending restart, then it's not going to restart this Windows. I'm going to still select it, and it will decide if there was a pending restart because of something else we did before. Although I can say that it will not restart, I'm just selecting it anyway. So I'm just going to press yes. Okay, so that's it. Now we can click install, and then it's going to install these two roles. Then we're going to configure these two roles. So I'm going to click in and install. Okay. You have to keep moving, or after some time move the mouse so you could see the next screen or the progress. Oops.
So we have to
Okay.
click on the restart feature automatically or not?
Yes. And then click OK and install. Okay, guys, there's something here that I don't want you to see. Why did I not close that before? Okay, so it's still going ahead. And here is the recording. Which thing? Recording. So I will, oh, it will be 2 videos then, right? Yeah, you can continue from the second video, right? So I'll have to, is there a pause recording? Stop recording, stop transcription. Okay, stop recording. I'll have to stop recording. All right. So yeah, and now I'm going to go back to showing what was going on here. So guys, if this is done, then I'm going to click close here, right? Hopefully everyone has closed it. Hey, we were on this screen or it popped up?
Yes, I close this one. Then
Yeah.
when I close it, another screen behind that, Internet
Mhm.
Explorer, enhanced security configure. It's administrator recommended on and users on.
Yeah,
I believe that's
same thing
because
happened to me.
I believe that is because the internet IE enhanced security was not disabled.
I think you're seeing
No,
this page after that.
no, so you know, when we disable the IE,
Yeah.
the pop-up where we clicked on no and no or off
Oh,
and
yes.
off. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
coming up again. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
so
make sure it is on off, and then press OK again. Okay. Right. Okay. Once it is
okay.
off, and you have pressed OK and click the close button as well. I have also done the same thing. Then we can see this, the yellow triangle. Let's click the yellow triangle. What do we do here? Once we click the yellow triangle, those who are following, you need to see that. Then it says, hey, complete DHCP configuration, and it also says promote this server to a domain controller. So first thing we're going to do is promote this server to our domain controller. So we're going to select this option, the second one, right? I'm going to click that. So what we're doing is we're installing a Microsoft centralized network
Sir,
for Active Directory. Yeah.
sir, for me, the second option is complete DHCP configuration. The first one is promote the server to domain controller.
Exactly. If you see the promote this server to a domain controller, click that. If you see promote this server to a domain controller, please click that.
So my VMware just hanged, so I had to restart. And now I am from the beginning, so I just start and remove. So installation type, it should be role based or remote desktop service installation.
Remove desktop services.
Okay.
You can share your screen or create a screenshot in the WhatsApp, and I can see where you are.
Okay.
So everyone on this screen?
Right.
Everyone on this screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Deployment configuration.
Deployment configuration, exactly. So guys, we're going to go for the third option, which is add a new forest, right? And this is just saying that give your Microsoft network some name. So we're going to give it a name that has to be in a specific format, something dot something. There has to be a dot in between and then some word, whatever word you want. So we're going to go for your first name, humb.local, right? Your first name, humb.local.
Everyone write same one?
No, you will type your first name
Okay.
instead of mine.
Okay. So
So
dot,
your,
dot
yeah.
and something else.
No. So this hum.local will be same, but instead of my name, your name, right?
So what's the meaning of the forest, add a new forest? What does that actually mean?
Forest is just the concept of Microsoft Active Directory, and it's the security boundary, and it's the overall network name. Within the forest, you create trees and domains in Microsoft, but it's just Microsoft network we are creating, and we are giving it a name. That's how much I can say here. But if you want to go for the whole course for this, I can just add you to my LMS, where the older course is explaining the whole forest and tree and domain concept is going. You can ask me on
Okay.
WhatsApp and I'll add you to that course,
Okay.
because this is
Okay.
Microsoft. We're here to do VMware, but whatever Microsoft part you will see in pretty much every company, we are installing that much here as well. But yes, these concepts need to be clarified as well, because whichever company you join, they will have Microsoft products, and Active Directory especially has to be very clear when you're doing that. When you're joining, about to join a company, I'll add those interview questions there. What is directory? And I'll show here. But you can also join my older courses. Just ask on WhatsApp. Okay. So here, so please put your name instead of my name, and then hum.local. Everyone will be same, right?
No space after local.
No space. Exactly. It's a one word, and dot has to be there. All right. If the name is okay, exactly like that, other than that, it's instead of my name is your name, then click next.
Is this like a form? I mean, is this like a format? I mean, something dot something.
Exactly. So this is the naming convention that Microsoft requires. This is the way a network needs to be named. And the more reason would be, suppose you have 10 branches, your company has 10 branches. So Toronto.armorhub.local, New York.armorhub.local. So something got something really gives a clear namespace of which branch are we talking about and which network are we talking about. So it's just a naming convention that Microsoft wants us to follow.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
guys, you're welcome. And so next screen is this, where you can see clearly that domain name system is already checked. That's why we did not check the DNS in the roles window, right? Because not only that Active Directory will install the DNS role, it's gonna configure half of it at least when it is installed. And I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by half of it. And the other half we have to configure. So obviously we're gonna go through the DNS configuration as well. For now, it's just asking for some password here. And exactly, I totally agree with that. Okay, so okay, there you go. Two brothers. Yeah, so password here, and type the directory services restore mode. Now, this is the password for when the Active Directory needs to be restored from backup, right? So for now, in the training environment, we'll just give the class password, small ABC, capital ABC, shift123, or whatever password you are giving everywhere else, you can give here as well, but don't forget it. All right, let us go ahead. Next. Okay, the next page says DNS options. So we don't have to do anything here, because even if you try to click, it doesn't do anything. But what it is doing is it's looking for a DNS. And obviously, since we are in the process of installing a DNS, it's not going to be able to find the DNS. So we can ignore this page and click next. And then it shows NetBIOS domain name, which means that any legacy or older applications that want to connect with Active Directory with a single name and not something dot something dot something. So those older applications can connect with this part of the domain name, right? So anyway, so that's the reason for this. Next, we don't need to change anything here, and click next. Okay, so inside the virtual machine disk, it's going to install Active Directory here, and let's click next. So this is a review for your selection, and we're just going to click next here as well. After this, it's just gonna check the whole configuration, and it's gonna verify that all prerequisites are met in this machine, and then whatever warning it shows here. So it shows me some warnings here. First is that Windows Server 2019 domain controller have a default for the security setting named allow cryptography. So it just says that if you have a very old domain controller Windows NT, then it's not going to communicate securely. So we don't have an old version of domain controller. And second thing, it says that the computer has at least one physical network adapter that does not have a static IP. Hey, we did put a static IP. Sometimes it does not detect that. We can ignore that because we did that. And maybe in the restart, it will realize, oh, yes, there is a static IP. Third thing it says here that a delegation for DNS. So it just says simply here that, hey, I was not able to find a DNS. Obviously, we are in the process of installing. That's why you were not able to find it, right? So we can ignore all three warnings. And otherwise, it's saying prerequisites check completed other than these warnings, which can be ignored. Okay, so we're going to click install. It's going to go through the process of installing Active Directory. It's going to restart. It's going to take some time. I'm going to click install here. And you can just, kind of hover your mouse over there just to see the progress or see the next screen even. Otherwise, it keeps sitting on one screen.
Sir, I have a one message. Delegation for this DNS server cannot be created because the authoritative parent zone cannot be found on
Is
DNS.
that an error or a warning? Does it show this yellow one?
It's yellow triangle.
Yeah. So yeah, it's okay. Go ahead next because we haven't installed DNS yet. That's why it's saying that. We can ignore this and go ahead.
The NetBIOS domain name.
Yeah, ignore next.
Did we click install? Because I see you selecting a delegation, something like that, and you click install after that.
Yeah, just click install. It's restarting already for me. Wow, Humber machines are fast. Well, we haven't installed the second, third, fourth machine.
So, did you press close on the about to be signed out?
Yes.
Okay.
Let it go ahead and restart. You don't have to click anything. It's just trying to restart. It's okay. It's restarting now. And I'm trying to eat the biscuits. When I move the mouse, then it showed me applying computer settings. Otherwise, it was showing me previous screen. Well, yeah, it does take time the first time because it's Active Directory, DNS, DHCP3 roles are installed, and then it needs internal configuration. So it's going to take some time. Guys, the thing is the internet. Now, some of you are Cisco gurus here. So I forgot the configurations from, when we create the other machine. Uh, so it was working fine way back. I didn't get the time to really figure that out, you know, other than the class time. But I'll be definitely. I asked Humber Tech support, hey, tell me how to connect these vCloud virtual machines to the internet. I see the vCloud. If you see my screen, if you go to the networks, you can see that there are two IP ranges they have given: 10.118.78.1/24. So these are actually gateways, right? I'm gonna go for next, I'm gonna go for this gateway in the second network adapter, and but we have to give some kind of IP subnet mask, and then gateway is this, right? So I'll try that. So other than one, I can go for 10.118.78.2, and it should take it, but they didn't reply to my that email. Anyway, we're gonna try to figure that out soon. And how to connect this machine to internet? It should not be a big deal. Last time we were able to connect, and that was actually one CCI guy. Cisco's PhD, or the highest certification, is CCI. So he actually, it should not be a big deal, but I'll try to figure it out. If you're also checking this, yeah. Okay, where's the machine? Is it done? Because Internet Explorer is a pain in the neck, and Google Chrome is the best option. Oh, while this is starting, because it does take time, I can go for Google. Okay, Google Chrome compressed as ISO. Does it even exist? Yeah. Okay.
No, this is the operating system.
Not Google Chrome OS. Okay, Google Chrome browser, sorry. Browser. Like when we connect ISO, it just maps to the CD DVD, right? How to open ISO tar zip and files with Chromebook? No. Download and install Google Chrome. Yeah. Yeah, I never saw an application with an ISO extension. So, and we can connect to this just the ISO extension, right? With the virtual machine. Otherwise, the problem would have been resolved. We have to then figure out.
Can you hear me?
ISO. No.
Hello.
So, is there some kind of a standalone? No, even if it's a standalone, you can just copy it, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, it's coming back. Anyone logged in already? No, right?
No. It's still applying computer setting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. So this means it is taking.
My machine is done.
Oh, Rajib says you can try converter EE to ISO. Oh, XE to ISO. Yeah, good idea. XE to ISO. Is there a program, or it's online? It does. XE to ISO. XE to ISO. Is all for free YouTube. XE to ISO. What is that? Oh man. Online free. Oh, let me just online and free. Oh, you know what? There's a thing called changing the extension. um, I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna simply change the extension from .zip to .iso, and that is like totally fingers crossed. I'll just quickly do that and see if we can fool the. Okay, so I have Chrome standalone setup.iso, setup64. So I just changed extension from .ca. Okay, let me just upload that quickly. Libraries. please. Okay. So this is media and other. Yeah, there you go. Add. Come on, man. Please work. Downloads. Yeah, see, I just changed the zip to ISO, and if it fools the thing, oh, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, it's not letting me. Oh, where? Yeah. This is a hack, or not. We should not say hack, but if they really understand ISO, why don't we just give them ISO? Once it is done, I'm gonna click insert media for the virtual machine and then try to see if this file is mapped to the CD/DVD of this virtual machine. It should, because CD/DVD understands the extension ISO. Once it maps, it shows the inside of the ISO file. Then we can install Google Chrome. Wow, 17%. Seriously, it's just 91 MB. The upload is so bad. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back to the machine here. Oh, there you go. It's
I'm done.
okay, great. So let's log in, guys. Control or delete. We have a lot of configuration. So you can see now it shows my name Humb / administrator. So my name Humb is the excuse me, name of the network or domain, and the rest is the username. Administrator is the name of the user that has all the rights on this machine. Okay, so whatever password you gave, I just gave the class password. So small MC, capital MC. This, before installing Active Directory, it was the local administrator of the machine. Now it is the network administrator or domain administrator of this machine. If suppose there were 10,000 Windows 10 joined to domain, so it would control from here. Right now we have just one machine. Excuse me. Okay, so we're in, and now we need to configure the Active Directory, DNS. Actually, Active Directory is installed. Oh, Chrome is also uploaded, the ISO. I can't wait to test it out. So I'm just gonna go to data centers, click my virtual machine, insert media. I'll just click the insert media, and there's the ISO of Chrome, insert. We were seeing that. I'm going to show you slowly as well, right? But just checking this, it should be mapped to our CD/DVD, and it is not. I hate you. Okay. Anyway, so really, the ISO, it did not take that ISO because it's not an ISO in the first place. Okay, guys. So anyway, let's go ahead. Now what we need to do once we restart. Yeah, you're saying.
I tried to convert the ISO to exe, but sorry, the exe to ISO. The problem is with the Google Chrome, it's actually not a full file for installation. It's just an extension for web installation. So when you click on it, it just launches another some downloads, you know. So it's need the internet connections.
No, I can provide you the file. I'll just upload it in WhatsApp, the zip version of that, and then if you can convert to ISO, that I'll be very thankful, because during the class, obviously, I won't be able to downloads, and I'm uploading it on internet now. So guys, just bear with me. Document, camera, file, sticker, photos, and videos. Okay, so it's a document then. I'm just uploading on WhatsApp. Oh, where is it? Oh yeah, Chrome standalone setup 64 zip, and it's uploading. It's gonna take some time. My upload bandwidth after moving to this building is very bad. It used to be very good, so it's uploading 4%, so it's gonna take time. I'll let you know when it is fully uploaded, or it will show in the WhatsApp. Okay, guys, and thank you for the volunteer work. Okay, guys, so now
So
once we are logged in,
we
what do we do? Yeah, you're
so
saying?
after that, you send us the WhatsApp the Chrome, and then we install that in this PC.
In WhatsApp, I'm uploading the Chrome standalone browser.
Okay.
And So if one of you, sorry, I didn't know the name, converts this zip file to ISO, or there's an exe file inside that converts to ISO, then he will give it back to me, and I will
Okay.
upload it for everyone to use.
Okay, sir.
So for now, we just need the ISO version of that. So it's uploading on WhatsApp, and the one guy who, sorry, I don't know who volunteered.
My name is Abdullah.
Abdullah. So Abdullah volunteered. Thank you for this. So it's about to upload, and Abdullah can convert, and then we can see. Then I will upload and check if it works. Okay, guys. So here I'm gonna go to the yellow triangle, and what does it say? It just says complete DHCP configuration. We're not gonna do the complete DHCP configuration now because we need to do some more stuff here in the already installed Active Directory. One thing is we need to create another admin account having equal powers as your domain administrator. Let me just write that here as well. This new account will have all the powers that our domain administrator account has, which has pretty much domain administrator can do anything across a Microsoft network that our domain administrator account has, right? Okay, let's create another account with your first name admin and then log in from that account, right? So obviously I'm going to show you everything. Here, we can just click anywhere else. We need to open Active Directory. How do we open that? We need to go to Tools. Once we go to the Tools, we see this Active Directory Users and Computers. Active Directory Users and Computers in Tools inside Server Manager. Okay, so I'm just going to click Active Directory Users and Computers. Once it opens, it looks like this. I'm going to expand that. And then I'm going to expand this. See, you can see the domain name that we gave. So expand that, right? Like this. And I think we all see users yellow folder here. So I'm going to click users yellow folder. Once you click the users yellow folder, on the right side, you see the most powerful account in Microsoft environment. So I'm just going to drag this column a bit wider so I can see, oh, that's the administrator account. We're not going to use this throughout the course duration. We're going to make a copy of this account. So in order to make a copy, you have to select it and then right click on top of it. Right click on the blue area until you see this copy, right? So right click, select this, blue area comes, right click on the blue area and then click copy. And now you need to give your name admin. So I'm going to give my name admin. You're going to not put Amir there. You're going to put your name, but the admin will be the same, right? So Amir admin here or your name admin, not or. In your case, it will be. I'm going to copy this from here. I'm going to paste it here, right? So now your screen should look like exactly my screen, other than that instead of my name, it should be your name where I highlighted, but the admin should be the same for everyone, right? Okay, so if you have done that, let's click next. I'm giving everywhere the class password, so I should not forget that. So small wc, capital WC, shape 123, without shape 123, tab.
Could you
So,
please
sir,
repeat
can you go back to the previous screen once again, one last time?
Are we all here on this screen?
No,
Or
Amir admin. Amir admin.
Okay, so tools, and then as Active Directory users and computers.
Sir, where's the tools? Can you just show? I can see.
See this? Are you in Server Manager? And then
Yes.
here.
Okay, tools. Okay, yeah.
And then this Active Directory users and computers. And click that. And then you see your name humb.local. So expand that. Here's the expand button. And then you have to click users, this one. Those who were not there, I hope you are all there now. Okay, then just select it by left clicking once on the administrator. We need to copy it, right? So we need to right click on top of it, the blue area. So right click on top of it like this and copy. That's the first one here, right? Left click on this. Okay, once you do that, then yeah, go ahead and give the name, your first name, admin. I already copied it, so I'm just typing or pasting it and Control V. I'm just putting it again here, your first name, admin. Your screen here should exactly look like this. Excuse me. You're done? Okay, let's click next. Okay, also, I'm just gonna, for your information, I'll just make a copy of this and put it in WhatsApp. So if you still missed it, you can see in WhatsApp as well, this screenshot. And then just put the password, small ABC, capital ABC, shape 123 without shape 123, tab, small ABC, capital ABC, shape 123 without shape.
The same password?
Yep, same password everywhere across the course, onwards in the course, same password everywhere. This is just for the training environment. Obviously, in a production environment, in companies, you have to put different difficult passwords.
Hello.
Right? Okay, so I don't want the password to expire in our training environment, so I'm okay with that. So I'm not making any changes here. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Anyone saying hello? Okay, so let's go ahead. Next. And finito, right? Okay, finish. I need to log in from this new account, which has all the permissions of this other account, right? So if I need to see the permissions of this account, I will simply double click on it like this, double click on it like this, and then I can go to member of tab just to see all the roles, or this user account is a member of this user account. Your first name admin is a member of tab is this one. And it is a member of domain admins and enterprise admins and group policy creators and schema admins and everything, right? So yeah, we don't need to do any change here. I'm just showing you the permissions. No change here. I need to log out from this account. We are currently logged in from this account. I need to log out now from this account, and I need to log in from this account, right? And we know the password already, right? So what I'm going to do is how to log out from current account. I'm going to right click on Windows here, right click like this, and then sign out. This is the sign and out. So go ahead and click sign out, right? Once we click sign out, then we are here, Control Alt Delete to unlock. Now we're not going to log in from the same administrator account. We're going to log in from your first name admin. So I'm going to click Control Alt Delete, right? And yeah.
Excuse me, where's the sign out again?
It's oh, I signed out already, so let me sign in and show. Oh, I didn't. Oh, serious.
Shut down or sign out?
Sign out.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I found it.
I have an issue in my machine.
What?
When I go to tools and I click Active Directory Domain and Trust.
No, this one.
It was not second one. Active
I'm going to
Directory and compliance. Oh, okay.
No.
This one.
Users and computers.
User and computers. Users and computers.
Do you see that?
Yeah, Active Directory users and computers. Okay, I was clicking on the wrong one.
Uh-huh. Okay. I
have-
hope this screen goes bigger. Yeah.
Why did we actually copy the administrator? Where did we copy this to? I mean, I didn't understand that step.
Yeah, so if we go to tools and users and computers, so we copied it inside Active Directory users and computers.
I mean, I finished that step, but I didn't understand the concept behind it. I mean, like, why did we copy it?
Yeah, so we copied it because we don't want to use the main powerful user account for this. Suppose we mess up or we forget the password of this one. So that's the only account there is that we can log in from this machine. So we are creating another account that has the same permissions, and we're going to use this account. Suppose we mess up something, we forget the password, so we can still log in from this backup account, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Can we give any name, first name, last name, or whatever, a user login name?
So yeah, did you do this? Right click
Copy.
administrator and copy?
Yep.
No,
that's
did
right.
you right click administrator?
Yeah, right click administrator. So now copy object user. Create in
Yeah.
RF Humb local users. It's
Yeah,
saying
so RF, yeah, so you can give RF admin. Your first name, admin, right?
admin, and no need to last name, initial, user login name.
See this? Your screen should look
User
like this.
login.
Your screen should look like this.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then next, and just give the password and yeah, and then press OK. No extra options.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so right click here. Excuse me. On the Windows, right click, shut, and then sign out, right? So once we sign out, we need to sign in from our new account. So how do we do that? Control Alt Delete.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Just checking, sir. Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay. Welcome. So I'm pressing Control Alt Delete, and as soon as this screen comes, because I'm signed out from administrator, but I don't want to log in back to the administrator. I want to log into the other user. So I'm going to click other user, this one, right? So once I click the other user, now we know which username to put and what password to put. So the username is your first name, Humb, right? So Amir Humb in my case. I'm going to press tab to go to the password screen or click, and then the class password, small ABC, capital C, 123, large 123, right? So remember,
isn't the user your name and admin?
oh, did I do that? Ah, you got me. Thank you. Okay, it's plus 20 for you, temperature. Okay, just kidding. Amir, exactly. Thank you for this, noticing this. I think I'm losing my mind right now with the flu and Advil thing, that and all. Okay, thank you for correction. And yes, it is your first name, admin. And the password is the class password. Let's log and in, right? I'm waiting here like this because, then when I'm ahead 5 or 6 steps, then some students say that, oh, can you show me that step, which is 5 or 6 steps earlier, right? So then I have to go way back. Okay, so I'm just going to click here. Yeah, but guys, Microsoft has stopped the certifications of Active Directory, but in order to survive in the market, you must know Active Directory. You have to do at least one course of Active Directory. I realize that. So those who haven't done Active Directory course, I'm gonna add you to Active Directory course. So I'm just gonna put in the class WhatsApp the link of my LMS, Learning Management System, and then whenever you let me know your email, so I will just enroll you to the Active Directory course, which I've been teaching since forever. So those who want to learn Active Directory, because now you log in or join to join to any company, they will have Active Directory. So you must have a very good idea. Whatever cloud environment they have, locally they will have Active Directory. Those who want to learn Active Directory, please create a free account in here. Okay,
Why did the Microsoft stop the certification for Architect Directory?
They went cloud because cloud is really, and there is Azure Active Directory there in the cloud. That course I will be starting on Sundays soon. What is the whole Azure 104 course I'll be starting. You're welcome to join that course. It's paid for everyone else, but for you it's free if you want to join. But anyway, Azure Active Directory is there, but you must know Active Directory no matter what. So previous batch also, I realized that so many students don't know what is Active Directory. So you will have a big technical skill not there when you're applying.
How to enroll, sir?
Yeah, just create a free account there and let me know what email you used. But after the class, then I will enroll you to that course. That course is done in your PCs. Okay, guys. Anyway, let's go ahead. Okay, so we are logged in from our other account. What is the proof that we are logged in from the other account? So if I click here on the Windows icon, okay, believe me, I clicked, and then hover our mouse here, just hover, don't click it, hover. So you will see your whichever account you're logged in from, right? Hover your mouse over there and you will see which account you're logged in from. Or you can open CMD and just type who am I, and you will also see that. Anyway, once this is done, so this whole thing is done, the new account will have the powers that are domain administrator account. The old administrator account will act as a backup account for the new one, unless we in case we forget the PW of new one, right? We can log in from the old one, right? Okay, so let us go ahead. And it will be yeah. So once that is done, now we need to go for the DNS configuration. That's gonna be a little tricky, but DNS has to be perfectly configured. That is one of the roles that is so critical for any environment, because you need to connect with any resource by name. You don't want to remember IP addresses of any resource in the network that has IP address, right? Suppose you have 2000 machines, virtual machines. You don't want to remember them by IP address. I mean, we can't remember unless you're a extremely genius person who cannot forget anything. So that's why we access by name. So DNS has to be configured perfectly, right? Perfectly. All right, let's go ahead. And what we need to do is we need to further configure DNS as well. Okay, how do we do that? We're gonna go ahead and open CMD or command line, right? So I'm going to simply click the search option here and type CMD and open CMD, right? So click search inside the virtual machine, type CMD, press enter, right? So it should open your command line. Did I press enter? Yeah, I did, right? Oh, CMD did not. What's going on? Enter. What? Okay, I'll do that again. Excuse me. CMD. It should come up in a search here, but it's not really coming.
The same here.
Huh? Okay, I'm just going to right click here and go to run. That's another way. And CMD, you type here, press O and K, just open it, right? Like this. Okay, guys, so there is one command that you need to run here that is called nslookup, NSLOOKUP. So NS is name server or DNS server. Lookup is search. So search my DNS server. And when I search, it should give me the fully qualified domain name, FQDN, fully qualified domain name of my server. So let me just put that here. NS lookup command should give us the FQDN of our machine, of our OS. So what is FQDN? It's a fully qualified domain name. Okay, what is that? So it is name of the OS dot domain dot local. That, like, whichever is the name of the operating system and whichever domain it is part of, right? So we know that our this machine has the domain name Amir Humb in my case, and your name in your case dot local. So this machine, or maybe you create 15,000 or 5,000 or 1,000 machines in your network, and they all join the domain. So their machine name would be, suppose, win02 dot amirhum.local, win03 dot amirhum.local, win022 dot amirhum.local. So you will know that, oh, this machine belongs to some domain called amirhum.local, right? So naming convention that Microsoft prefers to use. That's one thing. So when we put NSLOOKUP, it should give us the proper name, but it's not going to give us now when we do that. And we're going to fix that, right? So when you press NSLOOKUP, oh, wow, Abdullah, way to go, man. Way to go. Hey, I really
don't know if it will work, but let's try.
yeah, thank you.
I don't know how to load it on the machine. But...
So Abdullah has converted the exe Chrome browser file to ISO and has uploaded to WhatsApp, and I'm downloading it now. And then I'll upload it to the vCloud. And whenever it is uploaded, then we're gonna check it out. And okay, thank you for this. I'll just download the ISO file. It is downloaded. I'm just gonna quickly upload it in front of you. So it's the vCloud, add libraries, media, and other. This one actually didn't work, so that was, it's gonna create confusion. Don't use this. And then I'm gonna click add, and it's our is MSI201 upload. I'll go for this one, which is new, right? I just downloaded it now.
There's another one I think you should remove it as well.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the one that needs to be uploaded. Unable to perform this action, contact your cloud administrator. Oh, I'm not able to delete. Oh, seriously, fresh. Okay, we'll try to do that at. Oh, come on, vCloud. Yeah, the previous one has to be deleted for the new one to be, excuse me, uploaded. So I'll just go ahead and delete again. From this action, contact it. I really, okay, I'll rename that file quickly so we don't waste our time. Where's it? I'll make it 64-1-2 and add, or just bear with me, 1-2. Okay. So yeah, it will try to upload, and yeah, it's uploading now. Okay, I'm gonna go back here And what we were trying to do here is NSLOOKUP. So if I press enter here, it should give me, okay, enter. So it should give me the name of the machine, which is, what is the name of the machine? See this? If I go to dashboard and I go to local server, my name of the machine is Amir-Win01. And my domain is amirhum.local. So if I try to have a FQDN, my machine name FQDN should be Amir-Win01 dot amirhum.local. This is what it's supposed to, NSLOOKUP is supposed to return when I press enter, this fully qualified domain name. Why is it called fully qualified domain name? This is the name of the machine, and this is the name of the domain that it belongs to, right? So it's not giving me this. Instead, it's giving me some other information. We're going to fix that. So if I go here, it says localhost. Why it says localhost? Because yes, this local machine is the DNS server. Really? If I click tools, I see DNS here installed. Yes, so it's right. The command prompt NSLOOKUP command result is correct that this machine is the DNS server as well. But I don't want it that way showing for, suppose you have 500 Windows 10 operating system or machines or employees there that are using Windows 10. When they join the domain and they type NSLOOKUP, they should also get the proper name, not this name. Okay, so how to fix that? First of all, yeah, you were saying?
So what if it says server unknown address is 1 dot 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 1 colon 1?
That is also wrong. So anything other than the FQDN is wrong. So what we're gonna do after that, it's gonna actually show the proper fully qualified domain, right? Okay, so let's fix that. But before that fixing, we need to go out of this interactive mode of NSLOOKUP. So what we're going to do is we're going to type here Control Z. Just press Control Z, not type, Control Z. Control and Z key and press enter. You're going to be out of this interactive mode of NSLOOKUP. You're going to be back in the prompt, because we will be typing this NSLOOKUP again as well. Guys, this is the break time if you want to take it, or you want to go early, and up to you. So normally from 8 o'clock till 8:20 we have a break. So you want to take that or you want to continue? Asking everyone.
We'll have a break, sir.
Okay, break it is. So let's take our break. So 8:05, 8:25 we're gonna come back and we're gonna continue. So we are taking a break. So break. Class starts 8.
Faith, you'll be running out of power soon.
Oh, running out of power? Then connect to the charger. Alright guys, so I'll, there's that thing that this recording does not pause, which is very, very strange. So very good software. Anyway, okay, I'll mute the recording. I'll mute the mic and.
So before you go, I have a question. After restart, how I know I'm on right path or not? I go to start the window, and its icon.
You're signed out right now?
No. After that, everything done. You asked me to restart the machine. Restart the machine. After left side, the window sign, I click on it, and the top over there, it's showing me administrator.
Did you create a new account?
Yeah, I did. But
then
it's
after
showing
that,
me
you were supposed to sign out, not restart. So, well, you restarted anyway. So Then you have to click the other user. Do you see the other user? Press Control or Delete. Then check where's the other user on the bottom left.
Alt Control Delete. Where you have to put Alt Control Delete on it?
Do you see the Control or Delete? This one?
This
Do you see
one,
this?
yeah. Yes.
Click this.
Okay, let me go.
Till when is the break?
Yeah, it is a break, but Arif doesn't want me to have a break. So yeah, I'm now.
But no, I'm asking till when.
Oh, okay. 8:25.
Okay.
Yes, Arif, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you see
I cannot
this?
see my machine. Let me check.
Man, you have to be fast. A bit faster than this.
Yeah, actually, I already put my password, so I have to sign out again, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Sign out. It's giving me two options: shut down and restart. So should I go restart or?
So okay, I mean, let me show you how to sign out. Master G, that is very basic things. So I think you're pretty new to IT, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Right click here. See this?
Let me check. Yes, I did.
Right click and do you see this?
This one. Oh, okay, yeah. Correct. I did that. So.
Go ahead and click that.
Yep.
Now you see this?
Yeah, sign out. Yeah.
Then you click this. Did you click this?
Yeah, I'm clicking now. Yes. Let me open the window.
And do you see this?
Yeah, Alt Control Delete. And it's saying RF Humb administrator. It just only.
Do you see this?
Use other.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to see my screen as well.
Yes. Yeah.
And when you see this, did you click this?
Yes. So it's username
Now
and
you
password.
type this RF admin. I hope you created the account by that name.
Yes.
And whatever the password is, put that and log in.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right, you're welcome. All right, I'll go for a break now.
Thanks.
All right, guys. So hopefully you are back as well, and recording is still going on. Could not pause it. Well, please.
I have a question, sir.
Yep.
Uh, I cannot log in to my machine because it's saying it's wrong password or ID.
So did you create the user with the correct spellings when you were creating?
Yeah, it was RF admin, and then it was class password. What I remember, I write it down in my book.
Uh-huh. Okay, so well, then at the end of the class we can see, because
Okay.
now, or you can log in from administrator account, go
Okay.
back and change the password, and then come back
Okay.
if you know how to do all this. Otherwise, we're gonna help out at the end of the class then.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the machine, and where is the machine? Oh, oh, that's the machine. So if I press Control Alt Delete here, and so I'm just gonna log in from your admin. Enter. Oh, also one more thing, guys. We did we did follow all the points, all the steps, but there's one step that I just remembered now, which was left, is to change the idle time out. Change the idle timeout, right? So change the idle timeout means that if you are away from a machine for a specific time, then the machine will be idle, or no mouse movement will be detected, so machine will log out. So we can quickly do that as well. Change the idle timeout setting, and I'm just gonna go back to the machine here. And how to do the idle timeout setting? We can quickly do that because we are logged in to the machine. Before we carry on with the DNS configurations, where we can just do that. It's easy. How to do the idle timeout? So what happens is that if you haven't done any activity here for, I think, 10 minutes or 5 minutes, we're going to see that now, then it's going to lock the screen automatically, right? Then when you come back, you have to click Control or Delete and then log in, right? So that we need to remove. So I'm just going to right click on the Windows screen here, and there is power options here. So right click on the Windows screen inside the virtual machine, and then power options here. This is we're configuring idle timeout setting, right? Or screensaver, you can say as well, if some of you know what that is. So if for 10 minutes we don't do anything here, it's gonna lock us out, and then we just have to log in by putting the username password. So I'm going to change that 10 minutes to never. So this means that if we are away from this machine for longer, much longer time, it should still not lock us out, right? So just click never here for the idle timeout setting. Once you click never here, that's it. Just simply close it, right? So again, idle timeout setting.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can
you're
we
saying.
recheck? It's getting back to 10 minutes if I'm doing this.
Oh, okay. If I right click again and go to power options again, did it not save? Serious. Okay, you're right. We change it to never. And is there a save button up there anywhere? If I click display or sound or anything else, and then go to power and sleep again, oh man, it's not saving that. Okay, that's a good discovery. Thank you for that. Okay. There's additional power settings here. Maybe that saves everything. Okay, yeah, it will. So why don't you just click the additional power settings under the 10 minutes,
Mine one is saving when I did.
It is saving?
Yeah, I just change it and close the window. I check again. It was on never.
Oh, good, good, good. So you're good. I think some of us will be good and some of us will not be good. So I'm just going this other way and change settings that are currently unavailable. I'm going to click that. And then balanced is recommended. That's the performance. And then I'm going to click change plan settings again. Okay, so here we can also change the 10 minutes, right? So I'm going to click change settings that are currently unavailable. I'm going to click there again. And I'll click never here. And this time I'm going to click save, chain, and jizz changes. And then save changes should save it. Power options, right? I'm going to click hardware. I'm going to go somewhere else, devices and printers. Then I'm going to click hardware again. I'm going to go to power options just to check did it save it or not. I'll go to changes, change settings.
It works, sir. It worked for me.
Okay, good. Oh yes, it works. Yay. Okay, that's great. I'll cancel it out and yeah, it's done now. I hope you have done this. Focus assist and then go back. Yeah, it's on never now. So additional power settings did the thing. Okay, I'm gonna click close here. Right? And I'm going to go back to what we were discussing. Okay. Also, one more thing. I think the Chrome standalone setup might have been uploaded by this time. So I'll just do a quick check again before we go back to the. So it's 1.2. This one is the one that we need. I'll go to we have templates. Oh no, I'm going to go to data centers, my area, my virtual machine, actions. I'll try to insert media and the 1.2 Chrome standalone 1.2, right? Insert and what I can say inside, please work, please work, please work. So I'm gonna go to the Euro folder and then this PC. And there you go. It doesn't work. Okay. No, it doesn't work. So yeah, its applications are meant to be not meant to be connected to to the CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, I guess, and yeah. So unless some website creates an ISO of applications, which we can Google as well, it's doing ourselves is not really grabbing it. It's still the operating system one. But if I close that, maybe I'm checking too early. No, it should have shown by now. Okay, so yeah, continue. Continue. Yeah.
Sir, a doubt. Like when I was doing this lab, according to your video on a VMware, I could just drag from my computer, place it there, copy, and then install.
Yeah, on premises it works. I mean, in a local computer it will work, but this local laptop, copying anything from here, drag and drop to this virtual machine. This virtual machine is in Humber data center, and our laptop is somewhere else.
So maybe we can drag and drop from Humber itself, then it will install.
And how do we do that? So I'm dragging and dropping here. No, it's still, is it this machine or no, that's my folder structure. That's not this machine folder structure. Cancel. So if I just minimize the desktop, I'm just still trying the same thing, which I did before, but it doesn't really. And yeah, it's just taking my local laptop. Anyway, yeah, so from Humble, what you were saying, you can try that too if you're able to do that from your side, but yeah, otherwise we can carry on now with the DNS configuration. So the next mission would be, excuse me, that how to get internet connection to this machine, which is done with the help of the IP addresses that I showed you that Humber provided, the 10 range. So we can add a second NIC and then try that. Okay, before next class, hopefully I'll will get that internet connectivity to this machine. Okay, guys. So what we were doing, I'm just gonna click this icon, and server manager is there. And so what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna go to the slide here, and so it should show us FQDN. NSLOOKUP should show us FQDN. This command should show us FQDN. So let's just do that quickly. How to fix it? So first thing is we need, in fact, I had to restart for some reason. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and open the CMD. Let's open the CMD again. If you already have a CMD open, don't open it again. I think I had to show somebody something, so I had to sign out and my CMD was gone. So I'm just going to right click and click run, and CMD is there, and press OK. So if it is already open for you, you don't have to do anything. Okay, CMD is done, and let's look up. I'll quickly type and press enter. It's showing me the wrong one. I need to go out of this interactive mode. I'm going to put Control Z and press enter. So I'm out of it. But I'm going to minimize this. I'm not going to close this. I'm only going to minimize CMD because we need to keep coming back here. Right? So how to fix that proper FQDN showing? I'm going to go to, okay, guys, I'm hearing kids sound, which is very sweet, but please mute.
I'm sorry, just one thing. I tried the mounting the ISO and it worked.
Really? Did you have to restart after mounting?
No, I just had to eject.
Man, you're genius.
No,
Thank you, sir. Man, very, very small things don't come in mind. And yeah, you did the thing. Okay, that's plus 20 temperature. But thank you. Wow, amazing, man. So I understand what you're saying now. You have to first eject the previous media and then insert this media. Oh, then the previous file would have worked as well. 1.2 ISO, insert. You know, in on-premises machine, in the VMware workstation, we just add another one, it automatically removes the previous one. So yes, this perfectly makes sense that we have to eject the media. And now we go, yes, it is there. Thank you. Was it Abdullah who discovered that, or who was it?
Yeah.
Okay, Abdullah. So it's plus 20, plus 20, two times the temperature. But yeah, there you go. And when we install, it's just going to install Chrome. Wow, amazing. Thanks, sir. Okay, let's carry on the DNS thing. So what we are trying to do here is when NSLOOKUP runs, so it should give the correct FQDN and correct IP. In our case, what is that? 192.168.200.10. This is what it's supposed to give when we ask NSLOOKUP, hey, what is our DNS server? So let's fix that. Correct name and correct IP, right? Now I'm going to go back here. And first of all, yeah, now it's actually installing. I'm just going to click no because I don't want to install now. I want to install with everyone. Google Chrome can be installed without administrative privileges. Continue. No, not now. Okay, so here I'm going to click local server, right? And I need to go to the network card setting. Why? Because I need to fix the IP. See, when you run NSLOOKUP, it actually runs 127.0.0.1. So it should be saying 192.168.200.10, but it changed it to 127, which is called also loopback adapter, which means it is pointing to itself, which means that when it was restarting the machine, it discovered, oh, I am the DNS server. So I will put an IP address in the preferred DNS area in the network card settings, which I'm going to show you now. It just puts that IP which means it's pointing to itself. Yes, I am the DNS server for me, right? That's what it's saying. I'm going to minimize this and let's go to local server and then let's go to multiple IP addresses, right? Let's click that. Or well, if you don't see that, still click this. Double click Ethernet 0. When I move my mouse, then it appears. Okay, then click properties. We are going to the network interface card properties for IPv4 where we went before to put the IP address in the first place, right? Properties. And then I'm going to go to Internet Protocol version 4 and properties. So here, I'm sure, and we all remember that we put this IP 192.168.210 here, but it changed it first or last time to 127.0.0.1 because it said that, oh, preferred DNS means what is the IP of your DNS server? And it discovered, oh, I am the DNS server for myself as well. So it put the loopback address which points to itself. So we don't need that. I'm just going to click at the end of it to remove it, and then on the keyboard, backspace, 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 and then put the same above IP address of the machine back here, 192. It just does that first time only. After that, once you put, it doesn't change that. So 200.10. We put it back, right? So after restart, it changed for everyone. You need to come here and put it back.
Sir, how
Okay.
about we put the alternate DNS also the same so that if it changes also, then you have alternate for that?
Well, it's alternate has to be a different one. It cannot be the same one. So otherwise, it's not gonna take that, right? Or even if it takes that, it doesn't make sense that if that's the same IP here, why are you putting alternate as the same IP? Second thing is it's gonna change, or it only changed it once. Now when we put it, it's never gonna change that ever again. So yeah, just put it here and it's okay. So yeah, let's press OK here.
Hello, sir. Can you explain why it changed in the first place to the 127.0.0.1? Just, I know you said
Yeah,
it previously.
127.0.0.1 is a loopback address. So 127.0.0.0.1 is a loopback address, and which means pointing to itself, which means that when it asks what is your preferred DNS server, so preferred DNS server is supposed to be the IP of that server that has the DNS application installed, right? So when it was restarting for the first time after installing Active Directory and DNS, it realized that it itself is the DNS server. The DNS application is actually here. If you click that tools, this is the DNS application installed here, role actually. So the thing is, it just changed its IP to 127 just to point to itself that I am the DNS server. So 127 is just means that it's pointing to itself as the DNS server. So it's a one-time thing. We can just change it anytime, right? Once we change it, then it never changes again back to 127. But 127 is a loopback address that just means me. For itself, for this machine, DNS is this machine as well. So that's why I put that IP address. O and K, right? So
Yeah,
you can also, yeah, you were saying?
I understand. I understand now.
Okay, cool, great. Okay, guys.
So still same problem, sir. We change it and then again go and check for NS lookup showing the same error.
No. Okay, going back.
It worked for me though.
It worked for me. Hey, did you press OK or cancel? Got you there.
Okay, sir. I did press OK, and I went back and checked. It is still 210, but DNS is in the command. NS lookup is showing DNS request timeout. Timeout was 2 seconds. Default server unknown. Address is ... .1. So I try to disable and enable the Ethernet this thing. So let's
Without
try.
pressing OK, yeah, we cannot then expect it to work, obviously. So yeah, try it again. Otherwise, it's working for everyone. One other thing is ... is coming because you did not uncheck IPv6, right? So if you want to have IPv6, it's okay, but hopefully you're not confused. Okay. So close, close, close. Once we change the IP, then we go back to CMD and we do what? We can type the NS lookup again, or on the keyboard type or press the key up arrow key on the keyboard brings the previous command up, or you could just type it. Press enter, and now at least the IP is okay, but default server is still unknown. So we need to fix this as well, right? Instead of that, it should be the full
Got it, sir.
question.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, great. That's good. All right, guys. So I see that IP address is okay, but the name is not okay. So we're gonna fix that too. We're gonna come out of the NS lookup interactive mode by typing Control Z and press enter, enter, enter. Okay. Then I'm gonna minimize. Okay. I hope you don't hear this echo in your dreams or nightmares. I hope you don't have any. Okay. What am I talking about? So let's go ahead. And now how to fix the name here, how to fix that name. So I'm going to minimize this. This time we're going to go to tools and we're going to go to DNS console. We're going to open the DNS console and there I'm going to show you stuff and we're going to configure something. So let's go to tools, DNS. Oh, okay. So DNS, and in the DNS, you see your first name, Win01. So I'm going to select that or click that. Then it's going to show further more folders. So I'm just going to click the arrow to expand that. So here, forward lookup zone, reverse lookup zone. So a DNS has two major sections, forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone. I'm just going to expand that. So, and then drag this as well. So forward lookup zone, I'm going to expand that and I'm going to click on the domain name zone here. So forward lookup zone resolves computer names to IP addresses. Reverse lookup zone resolves IP addresses to computer names. So suppose you have a computer name and you don't know the IP address of that. When you ping the computer name, the request goes to the DNS forward lookup zone. And then it says that, oh, okay, if you go further here, there are resource records here. So IP name, name IP, name IP. So if it's a big environment and you have suppose 5,000 machines there, so there will be 5,000 names here, name IP, name IP. That's what it contains, name and IP. So when you have a name, but you want to know the IP, you do ping space this machine name. So it contacts the forward lookup zone section of DNS, and forward lookup zone section checks that, oh yeah, this name is there, yes, and this is the IP. So it replies with the correct IP address information about this machine. So suppose if you have configured reverse lookup zone, which is by default not configured, so if you have an IP and you need to know the name of that, so suppose you ping space 192.168.200.1, you don't know the name for this machine. If it was assigned to certain machine, then the request goes to IP request goes to reverse lookup zone of DNS, and the DNS then checks that if the record is there. If this is called resource record. Resource record is what? Resource record is name IP in forward lookup zone, and the same information IP name in reverse lookup zone. So the thing is, if the record is there, so if I go to forward lookup zone, yes, the record of this machine is there. This record is called host A record or A record. So thanks to this A record, we can access this machine by name. If this A record was not there, we would have to remember the IP of this machine. That's it, right? It has to have a name and IP combination here. So whenever we are connecting over the network to this machine by name, we will be able to connect, and we can remember Amir Win. Oh yeah, Win01 is actually a domain controller. So it has Active Directory, it has DNS. So by name, we will remember all the roles as well, right? So that's the thing. Name IP, that's what DNS contains, right? Now, what we need to do here? What we need to do here is we need to create a reverse lookup zone. Oh, it's not configured. When I go for forward lookup zone, it is configured automatically. I didn't configure that. But when I go to reverse lookup zone, it is not configured. Why? So for Windows environment alone, so suppose in a company you go and there's only Windows 10, Windows 11 machines, Windows 7 machines, everything is, all the products are Microsoft products, right? So in that case, uh, excuse me. So in that case, you do not need to create a reverse lookup zone. Forward lookup zone only created by default, and all the Windows machine names added here is enough for name resolution to work in a Microsoft only network environment. So suppose you have 5,000 machines and they're all Microsoft Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 11. So only forward lookup zone configured is okay, and their name and IP are here, name and IP, 5,000 name and IPs are here. Very long list, right? But if you want some non-Microsoft machines, suppose there are Linux machines there as well, right? Suppose there are some Microsoft applications like Exchange Server, which sends email, which manages emails of a company, the Exchange Server. Suppose you install Exchange Server, so it requires, it's recommended to have reverse lookup zone in that case. So somebody wants to check the IP of the Exchange Server. Hey, with this IP, what is the name? Or with this name, what is the IP of that Exchange Server? Is it a spammer, domain, or is it non-spammer? So the thing is, only for purely for Microsoft environment, forward lookup zone is configured already. We don't need to do anything. But no, our environment is one Windows machine and 3 Linux machines. They are not Microsoft machines. So we need to configure reverse lookup zone as well. Also, it is just a best practice to configure reverse lookup zone anyway, right? Even in a purely Microsoft environment. Although many administrators don't do that, which is okay as well. It just works. We're going to configure reverse lookup zone. I'm just going to right click on top of that because it is not configured, but I am going to configure it. So right click on this and click new zone, right? Let's click new zone and click next. So it says primary zone, secondary zone, stub zone, store the zone in Active Directory. Primary zone is the read and write copy of the DNS. Secondary zone is the read only copy of the DNS server. Stub zone is just for small branches, and store the zone in Active Directory means secure the zone and all the resource records. So remember that you had a record of Win01 and the IP. Hackers can change that too. So if you want to secure them, you can secure them with the help of Active Directory encryption, right? So anyway, we'll not change anything here and click next. So it says that tell other DNS servers in the environment as well. We have only one DNS server here. So this whole page does not apply to us. So we're going to keep it as is and click next. IPv4 reverse lookup zone, yes, we're not using IPv6, we're using IPv4, so no change on this page, and click next. It just needs to ask what IP range are you using. So if we go back to the diagram, we are using 192.168.200. That's the network part of the IP address, and the last octet is the client address. So machine 10, machine 11, machine 12, machine 23, machine 144. So whatever you change at the last is actually the name of IP of the number of the machine. But before that is the network, which network it belongs to, right? So it needs to know which network this DHCP belongs to. So we're going to say 192.168.200. It is not interested in knowing the IP of the machine. It is just interested in knowing the IP network IP range. Whatever range for all the machines in the network will be used. So it is this range. Excuse me. Okay, next. So now it says allow only secure dynamic updates. So it's just saying that, hey, you want other DNS to know securely whatever changes are made in this DNS, or you want non-secure, which means that, oh, there's another Linux DNS server as well. There's non-Microsoft DNS server as well, which is not secure. Anything non-Microsoft and anything not Active Directory, it considers as non-secure. So we don't have another DNS server either on Microsoft or Linux. So we keep this setting as is and click next. Okay, so that's the completing the new zone wizard and click finito. Right? Okay. So once we click that and make sure that you have put in the correct IP. So 192, 168, it's not 169 and 193, right? So reverse lookup zone, expand that. And yes, there's a folder now. Before there was no folder here. Click that. So it has 2 lines here, but there's no machine resource record here. So when there's an IP and name information for a machine added here, it is called pointer record or PTR record. What is PTR record or pointer record? IP of the machine, name of the machine. IP of the machine, name of the machine. It's just that information. That is called pointer record. So I need to create a pointer record for this machine as well. Where do I go? So I'm going to go to the forward lookup zone where the record is already there. Name of the machine, IP of the machine, right? It's already there, right? So I'm going to double click this in the forward lookup zone where it has an option update associated pointer record, PTR record, pointer record, right? So I'm only going to click this checkbox, right? And apply and OK. So double click that inside forward lookup zone, inside your first name hum.local, and just simply check this box, apply OK. And then whenever you make a change, go to the DNS server and only refresh only few million times.
Sir,
yeah.
Inside forward lookup zone, inside our name, and then there is after that MSDCS or which one, sir? Inside
So
our
you
name.
have to click the your first name hum.local domain zone.
Yeah.
On the right side, you should see this.
Yes.
Double click this.
Yes.
And click this. Check
Security or oh no, okay, checkbox, okay. And apply.
Apply, okay.
And from where did you go to DNS manager?
Yeah, so close this and see this tools and then open this, right? Once you open that, then you have to go to like reverse lookup zone, and we have gone through new zone and next. We have given an IP range. I think you're quite far behind now. So yeah, that's why I'm creating a video here. So you can understand now and then do the video tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or before the weekend ends. Okay, so yeah, I went to the DNS name after doing that update record. These are very, very small steps, but if you miss any one, then very big steps that you're going to take next will all fail, or they will be affected to a certain degree. Okay, so I'm going to go to the DNS name, which is our machine name as well, operating system name. I'm going to refresh just a few million times. Yeah. Now, when I go to reverse lookup zone, what do I see here? Oh, now I see a pointer record, which is just the IP of the machine, name of the machine, IP of the machine, name of the machine, right? So that's just DNS, what DNS is. Name of the machine, IP of the machine. So here in forward lookup zone, it's name of the machine, IP of the machine. In reverse lookup zone, IP of the machine. So if anyone has an IP and needs to know the name, this request goes here. If anyone has a name of the machine but needs to know the IP of the machine, so the request goes to forward lookup zone in big environments.
So where did we refresh it?
Go to the main name of the DNS server.
Yeah.
And then there's a refresh button, this one.
Okay.
So select this and refresh, or right click it and and fresh.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm trying to the update associated pointer, it gives me an error that says the associated pointer record cannot be found, cannot be created, probably because the reference reverse backup zone cannot be found.
Oh, then one of the steps might have been missed. So your reverse lookup zone is done. Did you create the reverse lookup zone already?
Yes.
What is the IP there?
It's not 192.
It's not
200. It's 210.
Yeah, 200.10.
10.
Why 10? 200.168.192. That is supposed to be the range. So what you can do is, this is wrong. That's why it's giving you error. So 200.168.
No, this one, sorry, this one is the same. 200, 168, 192. Yeah, but on the error, on that wizard, that says 10 on the reverse.
So when you go to forward lookup zone here, excuse me, and go to the domain and double click that, then do you see anything? Do you see your information exactly like mine?
Exactly the same, yeah. Even this IP address is 10, and then I tick the update that's checkbox.
And apply OK, and after that go
and
to
then
DNS.
when I say apply, it give me that error.
Oh, then yeah, something is wrong with this reverse lookup zone. Something did not create correctly here. So what you can do is you can right click here and you can delete this reverse lookup zone, and then you have to recreate the whole thing again.
Okay.
Now it looks like you have to wait for the video if you don't know the steps.
No, sure, no problem.
No. So I'm just going to refresh this. And then I'm going to go to command prompt here.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Now, if if like I have a domain, I want to host the domain to my server, I should put now, after we do this configuration for the DNS, I can put like in let's say if I have a domain, I want to host it on the server, I can put the what they call any records, point my records to this server by this IP address.
Yeah, in the domain, you can point it to your DSL router. In the DSL router, you can create port forwarding and point to the IP of this machine.
And then this server is gonna be the host for the domain.
Yeah.
Okay. I can host how many domain on the server?
As many as you want. If you know exactly what you're doing, like it has to be IIS web server here or some kind of web server you need to configure here, and then point from the website by creating an A record there to the IP of the DSL router here, and inside the DSL router port forwarding to this machine. And then if the web server is configured properly here, yes, then it's gonna work.
Like MX record or the A records of the domains?
Yeah, A record, not MX. MX is for email.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, okay, guys. So here, excuse me. So yeah, we have done with this. We are done with this. That's few steps, but any one step missed, obviously. That's why there's a video there that you can always follow and rewind whenever you want, how many times you want to follow this. So I'm going to close this DNS now because we have done everything here. Make sure that you refresh this. Otherwise, settings will not take place if you don't refresh this name here, DNS name, right? So I'm just going to close this DNS manager now, and I'm going to go to the CMD. What I'm expecting is that when I press up arrow and then press enter, so fully qualified domain name should be here as well. So there you go. It doesn't work. What happened? Okay, so it's not there. Let's further investigate. So what else happened here? Control C and ipconfig / fresh DNS register DNS. There's another command we can give. Let me just put it here. Suppose we need to troubleshoot, or either you can restart or you can go for to troubleshoot. We can type ipconfig space / flush DNS. That should be enough. Otherwise, also and ipconfig space, that requires the admin privilege, but just for knowledge, I'm putting here. Otherwise, flush DNS is enough. It flushes or refreshes the DNS information in the machine that is cached or locally saved. So I'm going to put that there as well. ipconfig / flush DNS. So it says successfully flushed the DNS resolver. Then I'm going to put up arrow once. It gives me the recently written command, then up arrow twice. It will give me further back the command that I used, and press enter. And there you go. It still is not coming. Seriously. Okay. So there is something wrong here. Let's see if we t-shoot that. Did it work for anyone?
No, sir.
No.
It's the same for everyone, right?
Same thing.
You know why? Because let me just check if it did save everything first of all. Or 10, double click that. Oh yeah, it saved here. Reverse lookup zone. Yeah, it saved here as well. 192.168.200.10. Now another thing is that multiple IPs that it was saying, this one. This also makes, now if you go to your server manager, everyone, and go to local server, you don't see multiple IPs there, right?
No,
Saying the same
no,
thing.
the exact IP address.
Some say no and some says yes, right?
I see the IP address, the exact IP address.
Oh, exact IP address you see, but you don't see multiple IP addresses, right?
No.
I see multiple IP. I see multiple IP addresses.
So some of us are seeing multiple IPs. I'm going to right click here in the network configuration because it has to do with network configuration here. Open network and internet settings. Yeah, we don't need internet access, but we do need to know the network card configuration. So if I go for in the network settings, I'm going to go way down to network and sharing center. This one. I'm going to right click here, open network and internet settings. Then I'm going to go down to network and sharing center. So, and then yes, there is one Ethernet 0 here. I'm tempted to just disable the firewall and check it. But before that, I'll check the Ethernet 0 if whatever we put there is not back to something else. Properties, double click. So v4 and properties, t-shoot going on. 192.168.200.10, 255.255.255.0, 192.168.200.10. Yeah, everything seems okay here. So the DNS should work. One thing that is, you're saying?
Just an information, like
Sure.
mine was, like I told you previously, mine was showing the exact IP address, but I was wrong. Now when I write the right IP address, it changed to multiple IP address.
Oh, okay. So guys, everyone just click it or refresh here. Refresh this one. And once you refresh, so does it change to multiple IP addresses? Excuse me. So it could be the Humber network card settings, because in a local machine, if you do the same exact steps in a local machine, if anyone is doing now or later you will do, so it will work perfectly. In vCloud, there could be different things going on here. So we have just one network card, but it says multiple IP address. So if I go to Ethernet 0 just to investigate why is it showing multiple IP address, I'm going to go to details here for the network card. Details. Oh, it has a 169 IP and it also has a 192 IP, and it is VMX Net 3 Ethernet adapter that we installed in the first class, right? Okay, guys, let's change something here. This is the type of network adapter that is trying to look for an IP in the DNS, in the DHCP, in the vCloud environment. So we can change this type of network adapter to another network adapter type as well. Let me show you something here in vCloud. This is this would not happen if we have our local machines, but we don't. So some of the environment related stuff also I need to show you. This is my machine, right? So let's go back to vCloud Center, right? And you know what? Let's close the machine. Actions. How do we close? Shut down guest OS. You know, the faster way. Okay, best way or safer ways to shut down guest OS. Let's shut down guest OS. Right? I'm gonna click shut down guest OS and press OK. And if I alt tab to my machine, yep, it's stopping until it is so it's shutting down still. Okay, if this screen
Sir,
goes a
sir,
little,
sir, sir. In VM Cloud Director, where did you go to shut down the guest service?
okay, so yeah, I'm gonna tell you now. If you see this slightly gray here, this means it is shut down. So close it. So I went here, actions, and see, you see this. This is grayed out for me, obviously, because I already used it. So it should be not grayed out for you. Shut down guest OS. Okay, so it is shut down now, and it says here powered off as well in the back. This one, right?
Sir, now here it's work for me. The default server it changed to my like my username dot amirhumber.local.
Okay, so did you restart? Did you just wait for it?
No, I didn't do anything. I just put run the command and it's lookup, and
Again.
then the default server it comes up like this.
Okay, so okay, guys, he ran the command again. Yeah, we could have ran the command again and tested it as well. What I was going to say is, yeah, you were saying. Okay, so what I was going to say is that we have a VMX network card that we added here. It was a matter of time, because thanks to one student that we confirmed that it is working now. Otherwise, that other network card, so suppose we go for details here, this details, there's a details here and there's a NICs here, right? This one. Again, if I go to virtual machine, there's details, this one. And there's, since we are here, so I just wanted to show you something. NICs, and in the NICs, you can see there's a first NIC is, it always starts with 0, and it is VMX Net 3, and it is connected to our environment, and static pool with IP addresses 10.118. That is Humber gateway, right? Or Humber IP has been given to us. Guys, everyone, can you confirm if you're there? Do you see 78.6 or do you see 78 dot something else as a number, last number?
78.19.
Oh, everyone has different?
Minus 10. 10. Minus 10.
So you all got different IPs here as well, right?
79.
79. Okay. Anyone got 6? No, right? That's very good, actually. I mean, otherwise there will be IP conflict. Okay, so that's good to see or hear.
I have
Yeah,
9.
9. Oh, anyone else said 9? I think no one has the same IP. No one should be. Otherwise, there will be an IP conflict. You won't be able to connect to the network. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is what I was going to show because we shut down. So I wanted to show you one extra thing is that we can add second network card here, and then we can give IP range which has been given to us in the second network card, and then get internet. We will do that in next class, obviously, or before next class. I will show you. I will first check it out, everything, how to connect to internet, although we don't need it now as well. Anyway, so guys, without changing anything, let's just simply go to the virtual machine and start, power on the virtual machine without changing anything, power on virtual machine, log in, open command prompt, and type nslookup and tell me what you see. Because when you restart this machine, that also refreshes all the services. Although I did wait for some time and did nslookup again.
Still the same unknown.
So you restarted the machine and then? That was quite fast. Or you did not restart?
No, he started it.
You restarted it, right?
Yes.
Wow, that was too fast, I think. Oh, it's back to... Oh, this is a snapshot, seriously. Where's my screen here? So guys, can you all confirm? So why one person has correct fully qualified domain name and all others don't have it? Because, and that one person who has the correct, did you change anything else? So you say no, right?
No, I didn't change anything. I just follow your steps.
Okay. So it happens, and this is the beauty of, yeah.
I think many of them he didn't check out IPv6.
Didn't check out. So did you? Are you the one with whom it's working right now? So do you have the IPv6 enabled as well? Because IPv6 mainly doesn't have anything to do with that. I mean, like if we are using IPv4, I mean, we have configured everything according to that. So IPv6, then you have to give an IPv6 manually here as well, which we're not doing. So IPv4, selecting it should be enough to do this. Anyone?
Said, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So when I went back to my DNS, right? Yep. And you remember you clicked one update associated pointer PTR record? Yeah. We ticked it, right?
Yeah.
So it's not ticked.
So for Amir, it is showing correct. Hey, Amir, you did not follow me a certain step, and that's a good thing. Just kidding. Okay. So you forgot to follow some certain step and it worked, I guess. This is the opposite of what we are doing. Oh, why did I open? Let me just check DNS. So why did it work for Amir and not for us? I mean, that's not fair. Amir, you should also get an error then. Try to get some error on your own. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. What is wrong here? Actually, everything is correct. And the thing is proven that because the same exact steps are working.
It's under the forward lookup zones where you have your own name.local.
Yeah.
And then you went to that one, right? So in my machine, it's showing ticked here, right? But in my machine, it wasn't ticked. I ticked it before. Then when I refreshed it, the tick was.
It was not ticked, and then you checked and it worked.
I'm still refreshing, so I don't know. Well, let me see.
Okay, so I'm checking that I never had to do this. This actually makes it not work, but you're saying that ticking. So what I can do is I'll uncheck this, apply, okay, refresh, and then I'll check it again. I'll come back here again, forward lookup zone, and this, and double click this. You know, the full DNS records. Then I'm gonna click again, apply, okay. So I unchecked and refreshed, then I checked again and refreshed. That's overall what I did, just to get that.
It's not working.
Oh, it's looking at this 169. That's why. Like seriously, that multiple IP thing is really is a pain in the neck. Okay, guys. So you know that IP here is really causing some issues. And we need to get rid of that IP that it has been taken. There is a PowerShell command that is on the internet that actually lets you remove the IPs as well. So for now, guys, what we can do is that we can go ahead and configure DHCP as well, because even if it doesn't show, since our configuration everywhere is okay, so its DNS resolution will still work. But by next class, obviously, I would have come up with something that it should work, right? Right now, when you go to details, that network card actually takes two types of IP addresses. One is from Humber vCloud, the other one is ours, right? Yeah. So Paul is asking, Amir, tell us your secret. What did you not follow, right? That's not fair. You should follow everything teachers do. Okay, anyway. Oh yeah, good question, Paul. Hey, Amir, are you using VMX Net card, or are you using some other card, the other card, which I was actually shutting down and going towards? But anyway, it worked for you. So yeah, good question. Can you let us know if you go to virtual machine, Amir, and you go to details, do you see VMX Net 3 there, or do you see the other one? What are the other one?
I see the forward and reserved both, and
No.
under reserved, I add a new zone.
Okay,
The
Amir,
IP
do you
is
see my
9.
screen?
Yeah, the IP pointer PTR 192.168.210.
No, you're not seeing my screen. Amir, you know where I am right now?
Okay. Oh no, on the vCloud.
Yeah, go to vCloud and let us know. Are you using VMX Net 3? So go to the virtual machine, go to details. Otherwise, let's quickly configure DHCP as well, because even if it's not showing, it's gonna still work. Don't worry.
Okay.
So if you go to the vCloud and go to virtual machine details and then next.
Okay, I go to details, and there is like which one? Hardware, hard disk, or
Yeah,
NCV?
so you see my screen?
Yes, I see. Okay. Yeah, VMX Net 3.
Okay, the whole setting is the same as mine.
Yes.
Okay, so excuse me, that was confirmed. Thank you. Okay, guys, let's go ahead, because problems do come, and it's vCloud. If it was local machine, it would not have come. You can see my previous batch labs as well. It was pretty smooth process. Anyway, we're gonna figure that out. But if your configurations are okay, we're good. We just need to get rid of this extra IP which the VMX net is getting, which is 169. So it's just trying to get an IP from vCloud, which we need to block. Right. So I remember that there was a PowerShell commandlet that does that. So other than that, let's go ahead. We need to configure one more thing, and that is DHCP. So in DHCP, let's create a scope, and let's create a scope, and configure it, right? So let's create a scope and configure it. Thank you, Amir. And you have shown that. Okay. Okay, guys, let's try to configure DHCP as well. And then throughout the week, then I'll try to troubleshoot that too. We need to go ahead. There's a very big lab coming your way. Lots of labs coming your way. So where is DHCP? We need to configure that. Do you see the yellow triangle here? Yes. Okay, thank you for the reply. And then there's a click here, and we click complete DHCP configuration. right? So complete DHCP configuration, and then you see two security groups that will be created, one for administrators, excuse me, one for users, and it's going to get authorization from Active Directory. Hey, should I run or not? So we're just going to click next here to authorize the DHCP to run. So click next. And your username should be showing like this: your first name, Humb, / your first name, admin. Now that's your second screenshot configuring DHCP. So take a second screenshot of this screen configuring DHCP. If you're not doing this lab, take a screenshot of my screen. If you're doing this lab, take a screenshot of your screen. And this is in configuring DHCP. So I'm just going to go to the slide, and the screenshot number 2 is configuring DHCP, configuring DHCP. Okay, so here, yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot of the screenshot to show a sample here. And
Can you share that in the WhatsApp group as well?
yeah, sure. And here in WhatsApp group, that's the second screenshot. All right, so is there a screenshot 3 now? I'll just remove that in this slide. That was a previous slide copy. Okay, guys, so let's go configure DHCP as well. I'm just gonna go Alt Tab on the machine here, and so we were on this screen. We took a screenshot of this, but we just need to click commit. We need to click commit, right? Once we click commit, then it should be done. So everyone done or anyone undone? Everyone done, right?
Now we're gonna find the wizard again.
So getting mouse. Restart the computer, lost the mouse, get.
Okay, so multiple guys ask question. Anyone first?
Can you go again, please, to DHCP post?
Oh, okay. I actually clicked undone, so there's no previous button. Do you see the yellow triangle on your screen?
Yes.
Click that. And did you see configure DHCP or something DHCP? Click that. And then next commit. That's it.
DHCP configuration.
Yeah. Next commit. I didn't change anything.
Okay. Need to go to authorization or?
Yes. Yes. Authorization. Just next. Don't change anything. Next. Commit.
And it's not coming next. Use alternate.
So do you see commit button?
Yeah, commit button. Yeah.
Okay. Click the commit button.
Yeah, it's done and close.
Yeah, that's it. That's where I am.
Take a snapshot for this.
So snapshot was which I showed on the WhatsApp, where it was showing your username, password, your username and domain name. You can take that snapshot if you forgot, screenshot if you forgot. Anyone else having question? Okay, so let's go to, because we deployed DHCP, we need to configure it now. So tools, and let's go down to DHCP. So DHCP does what? It just distributes automatically IP addresses to client machines. Otherwise, if 10,000 client machines, you have to give IP yourself one by one. Good luck for next 1 year. So DHCP does that. As soon as a machine comes up, it requests a DHCP, and DHCP gives an IP from its range of IPs. So let's configure DHCP. Excuse me. And let's double click that on the, so you should be seeing IPv4, v6. We're going to expand IPv6. IPv4. Did I say 6? We're going to expand IPv4, v4, right? So you see 3 folders here: server options, policies, filters, right? I'm going to right click on IPv4 and you should see this new scope, right? So right click on IPv4 and new scope. So that's how we configure DHCP to distribute IP addresses to all the machines that need IP addresses, or if the machines were not given manual IP address, then DHCP does that. So let's click next. Here you can give any name to this scope. So your first name dash scope, your first name dash scope.
So, sorry, sir.
Yeah.
What did you go to the DHCP to this page?
So did you open the DHCP?
No, back. Yeah, to this page. Yes. How did you go to?
How do you get to this page?
Yeah, how did you get
Okay,
this
see
page?
this?
Yes.
Do you see tools? And then do you see this? Click the DHCP in the tools. Guys, also one more request. I hope you have 2 screens, one screen to do your lab and other screen to see my video. So hopefully you're not switching between screens, because you can open your cell phone and just simply watch this as well. But if you have 2 screens, that's always good. Anyway, DHCP. And once you open DHCP, then you expand that. You must be seeing this. So expand that. Then IPv4, expand that. Then select IPv4. Then right click IPv4, right click, and then go to new scope. Are you there? Yes. Okay, thank you for the reply. New scope. Next. Then you go for your first name scope. And next. Now you have to give an IP range. Suppose you have 100 machines or 100,000 machines, whatever. So whatever range you give here will be distributed automatically to those machines. So we're just going for make believe. We're not going to have that many machines. 192.168.200.50 is the start IP address. Tab to go to the next window. 192.168.200.100. So we are giving 50 IP addresses, which we don't need actually, just giving some range, 50 IP addresses to be distributed to different client machines. So you give that, excuse me, and then click next.
What's the name that you give for the new scope?
It's your first name scope. And then next.
And then IP address.
Yeah, IP address is this 50 up to 100.
60, 50 to 100. Okay.
192.168.200.50 up to 192.168.200.100.
Yes.
So the network range would be the same. Last IP will change 50, 100. So first machine, suppose there was another machine, it will get the first IP 50. Whatever second machine starts, it will get 51. Third machine starts, it will get 52, and so on. Next. Yep. So we don't need to really.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what is the 24 and the backstep? Yeah, the 24. The length
is the subnet. /24 is the subnet. So it will distribute, 254 IP addresses in this network. If it was /16, it would distribute, it's class B. So it would distribute 64,000 IP addresses, right? So if it is class A, then it will go for something 100 million, thousand, something IP machines. So this is the smallest subnet /24. And my recommendation is, and I was stressing it again and again, to please do Cisco CCNA course at least, and understand the subnet and IP addressing, right? So this is very critical. So yeah, this network with /24 will get 254 machines. All right. Next one, and 255 is not used. 253 machines in that case. Okay. So exclusion, we're not excluding any IP from the previous range, and we are not delaying to give the IP to the machines from DHCP. So we're not configuring this whole page. Next, it's going to get an IP for 8 days by default. And after 8 days, if the machine is still on, it's going to, this is the lease of 8 days. So for 8 days, it's going to have an IP. If on the 8th day is still on, it will be renewed for 8 more days. On the 8th day, if it is off, then the IP will be taken back and given to another machine. So if it stays on when it is renewing the IP, it will still keep getting the same IP renewed again and again. So this is called IP lease. Next, and I want to configure these options. Yes, we'll keep this option selected. Then it says that when you are giving IP address to the client machine, also give them gateway. Oh, what is our gateway? For now, we don't have a gateway, but we will come back here to give a gateway when we do. I'm going to check the internet configuration settings, and then I will let you know. But for now, we're not going to give any gateway. Next. So the next screen says that this is the DNS. So we are telling DHCP, hey, DHCP, when you're giving IP addresses to virtual machine, tell them that the parent domain is your first name hum.local, and tell them that their DNS is 200.10. So DHCP will not only provide an IP address, it will assign the correct domain, DNS name, and domain name as well to the machine, all the machines. Next. So this is Win server, Windows Internet Naming Services. This is an old way and proprietary Microsoft protocol for name resolution. This is obsolete. It's no longer used. So we're not going to also use it. Only DNS is used, Wins is not used. Yep.
I have a question. So the
Yep.
default gateway, it should be the same as the one Humber provides us, isn't it?
Yes, default gateway should be the same, but if we put that 10 range gateway, then it's not going to accept our IP. So that's why in vCloud, I have asked them, the technical support, hey, what should I put there? So they haven't answered me. So I'll have to figure that out then, because we cannot give 10 gateway to that IP address, that network card, which already has, you know, our 192.168 as IP range. It's going to say, hey, ranges are different. Go for any 10 range IP address then. We are going for 192.168, 200 range. So what we can still have second network card that can have that gateway. So we will try that. I will try that first throughout the week, and then next week we're going to do that.
Right.
Okay, next. And next, yeah, DNS is done. Wins, we're not doing wins, and it's purely Windows old deprecated name resolution protocol. We're not using that. So no changes here. And next. So yes, I want to activate the scope. That's it. You just need to activate this scope, right? So no change on this page. And next. And finito. Excuse me. And once you make a change, you go up to the DHCP name and refresh only few million times. Click this and then refresh button will come here. Right? All right. So we have reached till DHCP, DNS, Active Directory we have done. What we're going to do next week is we're going to configure the rest of the VMware environment. We're going to install ESXi machines. We're going to do a lot of other stuff. So the two screenshots that you've created, put in MS Word file and upload it to your, so shut down the machine first of all, and then upload this to the week 3. Go to the Blackboard week 3. So put the two screenshots in MS Word file, name the MS Word file as your college ID dash week 3, right? And then go for week 3 like this. And there should be a file, there should be a folder called please upload week 3. So upload there.
So that's the
Sorry, what did you say?
So are we going to upload, like we combine all the screenshots in one file and upload it
No,
there?
no. Everyone upload their own screenshot because your machine names are there.
No, I mean because supposed to be different screenshot, or it's just one screenshot?
If you've taken extra screenshots of your configuration, yeah, but whatever I asked, that those screenshots must be there for me to
what are
upload.
the screenshots? What are the screenshots that you require?
I remember
2
after.
screenshots that I asked here. See this screenshot 1, this one, create snapshot. Second screenshot was this. So when I was saying screenshot, you weren't taking screenshots. So please do, if maybe there's a misunderstanding that, so you have to take screenshots and then put it in your MS Word file. In the screenshot, it should not be my name, it should be your name, if you're following the labs here. If you're not, then take a screenshot of my name and then upload. So any questions?
Sir, I didn't take the screenshot, and I also finished that. Now the active scope is already active.
But when I was saying take screenshot, so what did you think I was
So,
saying?
I was still figuring out. I was still figuring out the scope at that time.
Yeah,
I was
that's
left
same
behind.
thing. I didn't create a snapshot.
Screenshot.
Yes.
Okay, so for now, it's okay. I mean, you can take
Shall I
screenshot
do it
on
again,
WhatsApp.
and shall I do it again and take the screenshot?
Wow, I will salute you if you do that, because if the screenshots are with your machine name, wow, that is something that I always respect those students who are redoing it and redoing it and redoing it, and until they are like, wow, geniuses in VMware. So, and if you don't want to go back, then take screenshots that I put on WhatsApp, put it in the MS Word file and upload now. But from week 4, you have to have your own screenshots, right? So only till week 3 because you didn't understand. So I'm okay. You can just take my screenshots and upload them.
Yeah,
But from next week,
we
you have
have
to have
our
it.
own screenshot, but we didn't create a snapshot. So, but we have own screenshots.
Oh, so yeah, right now what I'm asking is this screenshot. So if you've taken a screenshot of where it looks like this, and it has actually your name there, then yes, that's the one I'm saying that upload it so I could mark you for that. And also here, it should be your name. If you've taken a screenshot and it is your name, not my name, then yes, that's the one that you can upload. But you didn't take it, it's okay. You can take mine for this week and upload it.
Again, sorry, sir. Where we should upload the screenshot on a
Yeah,
Blackboard?
so go to the Blackboard. Do you see week 3, everyone?
Week 3, yes.
Yeah, week 3. And inside week 3, do you see please upload week 3? So click
Yes.
that and upload. Yep, cool. That's it.
And also, I didn't upload for last week because I still have it in my computer.
If
Should
you
I
still
send?
have it, then go back to week 2.
Okay.
And there is also a please upload week 2 written there. Those who have it, you can upload it there. Otherwise, take my screenshots and upload it there. But upload some screenshots.
All right.
From week 4, I would require that you put your environment screenshots.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So you want only Word file or any file is okay for you?
Well, whichever I can open, preferably Word file. If you don't have Word file, then WordPad, maybe if it can open screenshots, but some file inside which the screenshots are. Do not upload only screenshots. ONK, guys. So have a nice
Sir,
evening.
I have only uploaded the screenshot, so should I redo it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, MS Word file, copy inside, only upload MS Word file or some Word file that has screenshots. All right. Okay, guys, any questions? Not, if not, then have a nice night and
Sir,
see you.
sir, you
Yeah.
haven't sent the screenshot of this IP for DHCP, sir. in WhatsApp.
Screenshot. No, I have put 2 screenshots there in WhatsApp. Those are the requirements.
And
yeah, I mean the screenshots to enter what's the starting IP and the ending IP for the DHCP to do it again.
Oh, then you can wait for the video. It's gonna be there
Okay.
in half an hour or 1 hour.
Okay, fine.
And
Thank you.
So where is the video, guys? It's in the chat. It's gonna be in the chat. Yeah, you're saying?
and I need to change the password for the user. What I
Oh,
forgot.
RF. Okay. So RF. Oh man. So RF. When I go there, this is your machine, RF, and
Yes.
and oh, and that's it. Okay, launch. Wow. I think you need to disconnect, I guess. Then I will be connecting. Otherwise,
Okay.
it's not ready.
I will do.
Oh, when this happened to me, I just turned it off the machine and then powered on again.
You want me to shut down?
Yeah, seems like that. And then let me log in.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I'll shut down for you. I hope I'm able to power off. Okay. Okay, I shut down for you, RF.
Yeah, thanks.
And then I will power it on.
Sir, last time when I turned it off from here, the turn off the guest machine, then I lost the mouse. Then I had to install the VMware again, VMware tools again, and that's why I was lagging behind.
No. Okay, from now on, everyone, please shut down guest was. I will also not do that. I hope it's not like that now. Okay, that is pretty scary. It's still shutting down. That's the fastest way, but this is not a very secure way to do it. Powered off. And powered on. Okay. And oh, come on. Sorry if you have to repeat the labs many times.
Yes.
The name of the game is repetition. The more you reconfigure the whole lab from scratch, you will get better and better.
I will try my best, sir. Only the lack of time because I do work in the morning. I wake up 6 o'clock in the morning and then come back 5 o'clock. And then I take the classes until 10 and then.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a lot. Then weekend.
Yeah, on weekend only I have only one day, Sunday. So I'll try my best. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a domain controller now, so it's gonna take time. Yeah, the rest of the guys, if you're done uploading, bye-bye. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. If it opens today, then we will work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Just a simple doubt. I mean, in real-time environment, we don't have to find this mouse, no, sir.
No. Exactly. You're right.
It will
In
already.
real environment. Yeah, it's. But now we know if this happens and mouse is not there, then what to do? It can happen, but it's not like it happens.
Okay, so how often, I mean, has it happened for you?
That I never saw that in any virtual environment before.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Good night.
Good night. So I'm just gonna go to the Active Directory using computers and change the password of RF admin again. Reset password. Small abc, capital C, shape 123, dot shape 123, small capital B shape 1. Lock. It was not locked. Not sure it has been changed. Also, I'll check the permissions here. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, so it's supposed to be working. Small ABC capitalization 1, 2, 3. There you go. It doesn't work. Okay. So what? Ref admin or ref admin. Small ABC slowly. Capital ABC. Shift to 1, 2, 3. Without shift to 1, 2, 3. Yes. Sir. Oh, please work. Oh, you're kidding me, man. What is it?
Yeah, same thing has happened to me. I put the same password, but it was not working to me.
Ah. What? How can this happen? Okay. And that also on Thursday night. Okay, so administrator. Ref. Okay, what is the login name? That we need to know. Right? Login name is only RF. Yay, that's the problem.
Oh.
You know, follow me fully. Why you know, follow me?
I think I put RF admin because I write it down here.
Yeah, well, I showed you that it's Amir
Apply.
admin in all 4 places. So your login, whatever you put here, you have to log in that way. So I could have put
Okay.
Arif and it would have worked.
Oh,
So whatever
I
you
put
put.
only my name on. Yeah, that was mistake. That was mistake.
Okay, so hopefully you try to repeat and improve because there are kind of difficult labs coming your way. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, so
Thank you,
yeah,
sir.
I'll just close this from my side and you can turn it off from your side properly, like
Yeah.
this way.
Thank you,
Uh,
sir. Thank you.
welcome. Okay, guys, everyone. Bye bye. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Have a good night. Bye bye. Close it now.